keep all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for the belly, yeah. Come with me, keep all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for the belly, yeah. Speedboats, baby, in Nikki Beach. Waves in my ass, smoking weed. We've been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce, yeah. Come with me, keep all of your things, yeah. Get stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for that belly, yeah. Come with me, keep all of your things, yeah. Get stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, sweet comme Janine. Rolls Royce, baby, and getting deals. Bags full of $100 bills. Walking past your wife and she get chilled. All because of how I kept it real. Life sweet, baby, on the G-Way. I'll get you anything you need, baby. Work for everything you see, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, come with me, keep all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for that belly, yeah. Come with me, keep all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for that belly, yeah. Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my fault. You decide who you think you should reside with. I've been quiet, hard to miss me when I'm flying. Going out to Keiko, she can stay in my room, she can stay in my room, and it ain't mine.
I flipped 100 somersaults. Hit the cough, I blow the best. I got high standards. Me clenching to your chest, Fred G. Sanford. I tell it, you ain't shit. I'm a Mac, a player. See the skins on these steppers. That's an alligator. She want me like an elevator. Should've been super. Think the was Clark Kent's sister. Yeah, I stay trapping like a vice lord. Stay strapped like a patient in the psych ward. I held up to his head, boy, I'm not going. Butter so soft, you can pour it over popcorn.
I'm riding on chrome, ain't nothing better. You know what I'm on. They pushing that leather, flicking through the city with they on my lap. No seatbelt, but it's still strapped. Yeah, I'm on that pushing that leather. You know what it is when I put them both together. I'm all about this pimpin', baby, get up in my ride. It's going down tonight. Yeah,
riding in my old school. with my new sitting on sixes. I'm throwing deuces. Now the garbage bag, Kush vaporized. Got the type of paper make a couple testify. So trill, and I put that on this 45. 40 dealing, trying to buy a puffy house. I'm into things, culinary arts. In the Porsche, you can smell the poultry when I park. Used to wear a vest, now I just don't give up. 30 at the bar, really I don't give up. 20 in the strip club, I'ma live it up. Turn around, put the pimpin' down, she gotta give it up.
I'm riding on chrome, ain't nothing better. You know what I'm on. They pushing that leather, flicking through the city with they on my lap. No seatbelt, but it's still strapped. Yeah, I'm on that pushing that leather. You know what it is when I put them both together. I'm all about this pimpin', baby, get up in my ride. It's going down tonight.
Combination is spinnable, double shit is expendable. The leather in my lap is similar to a living room. So sit back and relax as we climax to the pinnacle. As long as you relax, the conversation is minimal. They say that pimpin' there will cause I'm living proof. Minus the alligators, activators, and linen suit. Yeah, baby, cause you know what I'm on. Cause we living for the moment, day you here, next day you gone. So it's gon' last forever, well at least the switch is gone. But she got more than enough, so just roll up and repeat the song. Baby, you know that I'm fly, in my SY chromosome. You can see by the way I'm riding, you can smell it from my cologne.
I'm riding on chrome, ain't nothing better. You know what I'm on. They pushing that leather, flicking through the city with they on my lap. No seatbelt, but it's still strapped. Yeah, I'm on that pushing that leather. You know what it is when I put them both together. I'm all about this pimpin', baby, get up in my ride. It's going down tonight. Yeah.
Yo. Two guns up, everybody get down. If you heard that phrase, then you really know 40. Back then was the same old story, something on my hip like a walkie-talkie. But there's no communication when I'm in a nation, P-land, I'm corky. Got a show in the crowd, there's 1,000. Told the promoters I'll be there shortly. Sweet one, trying to get my attention. Tell her it's cool as I'm about just pouting. Deep down there's a stretch, no doubt. I'm trying to smash bros like Captain Falcon. But the game is the game, I guess. Can't say that I stress for the feeble specimen. Cause I was in a tea house scheming. Runners, they had more dark than melanin. It's imperative. Enemies keep them close like relatives. I was down in the dumps and negative. Came right back, Hector Bellerin. Now I'm coming out taking a sedative. No competition but still competitive. Plus, the Jezebel's predative. Wants it raw like a pic unedited. Not credited. Even though I made vast improvements. Hopping the coupe, push start, I'm cruising. When they look at their past, they're fuming. I'm one step ahead like Arsene Lupin. Can't be a part of this movement. Barbies think we're the hardest humans. Still target my target booting regardless of any other armies trooping.
Well, if you come to visit me in Toronto, I mean, you could always go see the St. Lawrence Market. What are you up to tonight? Because it's late in London now. And yeah, we could definitely like FaceTime or call or whatever you want to do.
Two guns up, everybody get down. If you heard that phrase, then you really know 40. Back then was the same old story, something on my hip like a walkie-talkie. But there's no communication when I'm in a nation, P-land, I'm corky. Got a show in the crowd, there's 1,000. Told the promoters I'll be there shortly. Sweet one, trying to get my attention. Tell her it's cool as I'm about just pouting. Deep down there's a stretch, no doubt. I'm trying to smash bros like Captain Falcon. But the game is the game, I guess. Can't say that I stress for the feeble specimen. Cause I was in a tea house scheming. Runners, they had more dark than melanin.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Shout outs to everybody in the building. What's going on, Curlin? I was just looking for the link last night for Luke Freaker, and they put me through hell to go find it. I had to find it on Bandcamp. Shout outs to Curlin in the building, bro. I'm about to be back on the MP, man. What you working on, man? Shout outs to my bro David Akisanya in the building. Shout outs to Bronze, Flat Power God in the building. What's going on, UFO Kamikaze? Yeah. What's going on, Tampa? Shout outs to Tampa in the building. My bro Chris G in the building. Shout outs to everybody here, man. We here for a little bit, you know. Probably gonna go over some stuff. You dig? Give me 1 second, y'all. Put one in the chat if you guys can hear me. You said you just finished your first track in forever. Does it sound good, or are you getting back into the swing of things? Like, are you still learning how to? Did you pick up where you left off, or you like you have to relearn how to arrange and do all of that good stuff? I was just talking to DJ Nath about using an MPC, and he said he had an MPC-X and he sold it, and I said, bro, why? You know, because you know he had his MPC-X for a long time, so you know how you got to break that shit in, and you know once you break it in, it sounds even better. So I'm like, bro, let me tell y'all the fucked up part about selling hardware gear, especially if you had it for a long time. You probably have a broken in piece of equipment, and you're probably going to go out and go buy a new piece of equipment that sounds like that broken in piece of equipment. You know what I'm saying? Not sounds like broken equipment, but it sounds, you want something that sounds like, you know, equipment that's been used. You know, the drums knock a little bit harder once them engines, you know, warm up to how that shit sound, you know? Okay. Yeah, if you could drop that in the chat, man. Shout outs to everybody in the building, man. You hit the like button, support the Cash App on the way in. You know, it's always a treat when new music is at your feet. All right, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. Finishing up on this lovely cigar. Had a lovely evening, man. I've been studying all day, man. I've been studying like shit. Here we go. Gotta check that out. So yeah, man. Coming off a couple of crazy shows, man. People still hating on Eminem in 2024. I saw a video with him, and yeah, I saw that. I was supposed to spend $10 on that. Haven't yet. My MPC probably gonna have a heart attack when I update it. But yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's going on, Kills? You know? But yeah, man, we gotta catch back up on the music tip, you know. So we're gonna do a little bit of Pearl versus Renner on today's show. I'm gonna pull that up at some point. You know, just getting y'all up to speed with some of the stuff that's going on. Can somebody send me the video? I have not seen Richie Mack get body slammed. Why did he get body slammed? He looked like a wrestler, but why he get body slammed? That's the fucked up part about looking like a wrestler and not being one and shit like that. You know, imagine walking into a club looking like a wrestler. And some asshole was to try out some new moves on you and shit. I think that's fucked up. You know? But hey, like wrestlers do, you know, you better cling to the ground, bro. You better get low. You know what I'm saying? Like Yin Yang Twins, you better get low. But shout outs to everybody in the building. We here. Man, I saw a slight video. So they said that Pearl got into it. What's going on, Ed? They said that Pearl got into it over well, they claim that Brittany Renner has her own podcast. So allegedly, she invited Pearl onto her podcast, I don't even think Brittany Renner should have a podcast because she's unstable. But you know, people can have a podcast and they're not the ones that's running it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Selena Powell's and all them other girls and stuff like that. These women nowadays are working backwards. He said, I seen K-Dot listening to Eminem in 2024. Oh wait, so Eminem dissed them on that song? Because I seen a song with Eminem, Big Sean, and some other random dude. And Eminem basically kind of, you know, used the chainsaw and cut down his older self, kind of insinuating imagery wise that the older Eminem is back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But it's funny. I mean, this generation, they won't understand the damn Eminem, and they won't understand the. I'm surprised they understand Kendrick. But the funny part is that Kendrick's least lyrical track is like his biggest track, even though he's going in on Drake. Kind of took the format, really West Coasted up, and did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But I like Eminem still. I mean, I didn't really, just because they played him too much back in the day. But I like actually his least sold project so far. No, actually, his least mentioned project. I actually like that project a lot, and I think it'll become a classic a little bit later. Same thing like with Jay-Z. I think American Gangster is one of Jay's best albums that's slept on, you know? So I don't know. You know, yeah, Pearl and Brittany Renner, they going in on each other again. And it's interesting. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me pull this up. Oh, that other girl came up, Brittany Venti. She looked like a artificial intelligence. Actually, let me pull up mediocre tutorials. Going in on. Girl, Tampa, don't do that to me, bro. Tampa, don't do that to me, man. No comment. Don't do that to me, Tampa. Don't do that. Don't do that to me, Tampa. I can't choose, man. All right, let's get into this real quick. Let's see what we got going on here.
Girl, what? The shit that comes out of your mouth. You don't literally just say whatever. What? Are you gonna do?
Look at Brittany go.
Because honestly, you're delusional.
Brittany.
Don't Brittany. Go ahead.
Brittany, look, if you're gonna yell at me, I'm not gonna do the show. Like you don't have to.
Also, it probably is her show.
That's so disrespectful. You know, I'm not here to get like that's like you don't have to be rude. I don't.
Today I bring you guys content that saddens.
Now, and we got to talk about this too, because Pearl did rage quit, as we can see, and these guys are still doing balloon show reviews. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yet dismays me, but I would have been lying to you if I said that I did not see this coming. What is it that I am talking about? Well, let's just hop back down up in there. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was about a month or so ago, I did content commentary over this brand new podcast that features none other than Just Pearly Things and Brittany Superhead Jr. Renner. And I thought to myself, this is going to be fantastic pieces of content just based off their ideology.
He tripping, bro. Brittany Renner could never be Superhead.
I don't know who these two other women are, but I wanted to watch the show to see how it was going to mature. And apparently it will mature no more after Pearl has decided to part ways with the show after a walkout, after being pressed by Brittany Renner, who was absolutely popping off, causing Pearl to walk off the show. So for today, I want to go over that piece of content, that walkout, determine can this show be salvaged? Was the walk-off necessary? Who's right? Who's wrong? And so much more. So without further ado.
So now we're moving right along to a segment called Panel pull out.
Everything, I'll be so damn sexual with this girl.
Wow, I see what we did there.
Pull out.
So each host will pull something from the internet or socials that they would like to address with that specific host.
Okay.
Sounds a little messy. We're gonna start with Pearl.
Sounds so messy.
We're gonna start with Pearl.
I'm first?
Yes. I mean, at first, yeah.
Okay, so I saw something that you retweeted, Brittany. And it was something about and it was something about female intuition.
Okay.
Okay.
And I just don't think female intuition exists. I think female intuition is terrible.
I think it's terrible in what way?
We make terrible choices as women.
That's cap. Female intuition does exist. Now, whether it's used or understood by the people that it should exist for, that's a different story. So I think she's just kind of repeating some stuff that she heard. Female intuition does exist, but it's just a lot of them don't use it in a productive way.
So people will always say, "Oh, my female intuition, I knew because of my female intuition." And yeah, I don't think it's really a thing.
So intuition in itself, outside of gender, is absolutely a thing. My definition is your ability to look at a situation, understand it immediately without the need of like conscious reasoning. Typically, people that can score high within intuition are wise.
Hey, if you guys are coming in the building, make sure you guys hit the like button, wipe your feet off at the door. Good game about to be chopped up, and make sure you hit up the link that Curlin dropped in the chat. He got a new track, Ride or Slide. We're going to get into that in a second, all right? Make sure you guys support Brother Curlin in the building. Support real producers. Let's get it.
Beyond their years. They've experienced a lot of life, and they could utilize that life data to understand the results or the outcomes of a situation without much deciding or reasoning about it. However, what Pearl is bringing up is an actual thing within our culture, within our worldly marketing. There's this idea that female intuition is somehow better than male intuition.
No one said it's better, but male intuition, men can't even say they use it because men have a gut feeling that they ignore all the time. And when they ignore it, they get fucked up for it. So
when in reality, I think most men rely.
The thing is that women can ignore their intuition all they want and create something new if they want.
On masculine intuition, how to stay safe, how to be disciplined with money, how to protect yourself as well as others. Whereas women leverage much more of this feminine intuition, how to nurture relationships, how to build community. What the hell does this baby need from me? However, the cultural narrative or society allows women to believe their gut instincts or their intuition, less the wisdom that I spoke about earlier, allowing themselves to just feel into a situation, and oftentimes they are incorrect as hell.
Well, intuition, just simply put, is heightened awareness. And so it stems from when...
That's not true.
Women were at home with children and had to be tuned into what was going on. So intuition doesn't...
What's going on, Cynical? I don't know what freeze it term he's talking about. You watch too much People. And nah, I mean, we didn't bury no Hatchet. He's just hanging around for some reason. There's no Hatchet to bury. Dudes are, what's going on, Aaron B? Dudes are around here acting weird. And that's really what it is. My thing is this. Dudes are mad because I caught them doing some fugazi shit. Okay? You can't be somewhere talking crazy about me, and then when I find out, now all of a sudden you're a victim and got this videos towards me. That's the most goofball shit ever. You were somewhere talking shit about me. I found out, you got mad, so now you want to diss me some more? Instead of just be like, yeah, I was kind of wrong. I was wrapped up in the live stream. I was glazing a little bit. So yeah, you caught me. That should be the end of it. But people got animosities, though. You got Anna. Hey, you beefing with yourself.
Just stop it, children. It's across the board. So if you aren't tuned into your intuition, that's a you thing.
No. I just look at the choices we make, you know.
We are you.
We as women. I mean, look at.
The strong thing for Pearl to do here is to take a look at things she can prove with data. If women have such high intuition, then why do they get into so many toxic relationships? Why are they the most in debt, including student loan debt? Why is the fetus deletion rate so high? That would make a sound argument, but Brittany Renner leveraging her own intuition when we know so many things about her lifestyle and the way that she chooses to live her life proves Pearl's point. Not all, but how dare you, Brittany, reference a female's intuition when referencing yourself as if you're known for making great decisions.
Look at.
What kind of choices do you make?
Okay, what kind of choices do you make, Brittany?
But you're the one we're talking. You're saying that females don't make good choices.
Well,
so
look at, we own the majority. I have no debt, right? But women in general.
Just because you're from a rich family,
women
girl.
In general,
Women. You're from a rich family, so what are you talking about no debt, girl?
Women in general have a
congratulations. You don't get a fish don't get applauded.
I know,
for
I'm
swimming.
lucky. That's why I said I'm lucky.
Okay, so for you, so why lead with that? So why lead with that?
Let her finish though.
Example, and I'm going to give it to you. Do you want me to start?
She's triggered.
Okay. Let me tell you what let's talk about what we're not gonna do, because you have a history of doing this. Because I'm familiar with you. Okay, girl, what you like to do is you like to say these really stupid fucking comments, right? And then so what you do, then you like sit back and then you're like, you think you're so smart, you have this fucking smug ass look on your face, and then you're waiting for someone to give you that like emotional, like passionate response. So then you can sit there and be super dismissive and really kind of just gaslight. And you
know what's hilarious is that even though she's pulling out Pearl's game plan, Brittany's falling right into it. Like hook, line, and sinker. The troll statement of a woman's intuition, and now Brittany is beginning to demonstrate hyena-like behavior. Let's keep going.
I don't know, as a female.
Gaslight.
No. Yeah, do you know what that word means?
You guys use it for everything.
You guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what's funny about using you guys is seriously, it kind of feels like the only thing that is actually feminine about you is that you have a vagina.
Damn.
There's like a man with you.
Brittany with the burn from Hades. But let's call a spade a spade. Brittany is now dipping in the sign language. All right, the insults are coming out, the ad hominems. Come on, baby. This show not even monetized yet. Y'all already throwing stones at each other. At least work on y'all rapport first.
What's feminine about you, Brittany?
Uh-oh.
Come on. Like, I'm not trying to go personal here. So I don't know why you're trying to make this personal.
No, you made it personal when you
I said,
led with, hey, I don't have any debt.
I don't know.
As if that's a flex because your parents have money.
You asked.
What have you actually earned for yourself?
Brittany, you asked me.
Okay.
I'm saying in general, women own the majority of debt. We don't make great choices. If you look at who we pick, let's look at romantic decisions. Women don't make very good romantic decisions in general.
There's a point that needs to be made though, and that's the fact that what I heard Brittany say earlier was she's talking about people who have there's a deep heightened intuition. And I think where the conversation is splitting is the fact that you're actually talking about people who don't have that, who have it turned off, who are disconnected
like her
from their intuition, who don't make poor decisions. We make poor decisions. Like when we actually go down to the root of why it is that
let's get to the root.
Poor decisions. There's layers and layers and layers and layers to it. And more of it is going to come from just like the science and backing that you kind of put into collective bundles that ultimately just come from who? The white man that you raised.
Oh no!
Here come the race bullshit.
Rubbish! Poppycock, Boulder Dash. What the fuck is this shit from the white man?
Now here comes the race bullshit.
Man, how did you? We were here. We were here. How did you?
And you know, I was gonna mention it too. Brittany Renner is sitting right in between two black women. So I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if she claims to be a black woman on this show. But let's get it.
Oh, God. Your female intuition is leading you down a victimhood road and or path of bullshit. How did you get here? The white man, for real. Y'all just lost. How did this go from a conversation of intuition to blaming the white man? It's so illogical, absurd. And Brittany Renner complaining about white privilege while wearing a white woman's wig is odd. Y'all have the unique opportunity to challenge Pearl to speak for all women ever, to prove the things that she's saying is not true, at least by having a decent conversation, and instead you muddy the waters with your bullshit race car tactic to your one deep.
And that's the thing about MTR. I mean, he got to stay away from the race. He got to stay away from the race thing. Oh, yeah, and Brittany Renner could get hit to the moon. Hell yeah.
EI hire in Pearl. Yo, this is automatic smooth brain disqualification.
So
y'all answer the poll.
So I'm reading that she doesn't have any debt. I'm just saying. You asked for. So that's not you making a decision. That's you being born into white privilege. And we need you to acknowledge that. So that's not a decision that you made. That is the way you came into this. And honestly, girl, you're a family of like 9 or 10. Like all that. That's how your dad set you up. So there are things that you genuinely did not have to experience. Right. You don't fucking know. You get to sit there again. So you don't even have to make any decisions. You're the same person. You are the same person that the last time I saw you accidentally. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Then you get to go. You're the same person who accidentally spent $50,000 and your dad was able to pay it off on your credit card. Yes, you did when you spent.
I didn't actually.
You're the one who said an accident. I spent over my limit. That's what you said. That's what you said. So again, an unreal. That's what you said. That's what you said. The last time that I saw you. Yeah. So again, we're going back.
See, being around these sisters, they're gonna corrupt Pearl. She about to. What's going on, Joey? She about to,
Back to you. You're girl. What the shit that comes. This will take the shit that comes out of your mouth. You don't literally just say whatever. Shit spews
Look at Brittany go.
Because honestly, you're fucking delusional.
Brittany.
Don't Brittany. Go ahead.
I do think there's one thing.
What Pearl is experiencing right now is the mouth of a triggered saber-toothed tiger demon witch hyena. There is no verbal winning when it comes to these type of women.
What?
They will meet your logic with pure nonsense, pure emotion. Pearl brought up a fair point when speaking about female intuition and the amount of debt that women have. Now, instead of coming back at that point, it's
hey Toya, what's going on? Hey Toya, what's going on? What's going on? How are you?
pure theatrics in the name of sign language. She's trying to hit you with logic while you're trying to audition for Love and Hip Hop. There's no winning when it comes.
What's going on, Daniel? Brother's a walk-in target after that interview with Fuentes. Yeah, she wants to stay away from the race shit.
To these types.
Yeah, he finna cape for Pearl. They trying to get back in the. You got that inside joke, Toya? They about to get back into the. You try to get back into Pearl's good graces, y'all.
If they don't respect you, or they're surrounded with a group of other people who don't respect you, they feel empowered within the disrespect.
Okay, if you're gonna yell at me, I'm not gonna do the show. Like you don't have to scream at me. That's so disrespectful. You know, I'm not here to get
hurt her feelings.
That's like, you don't have to be rude. I don't.
I deem this dress too short.
I ain't gonna lie, Pearl got them legs though. Yeah, y'all might want to change your answer on the poll, y'all. Pearl got them legs, y'all. Them cheeks is out. Them cheeks is out. Summertime and the cheeks is out. Summertime and the cheeks is out.
For comfort. What is this? This is not a conservative. I can see the whole inner quadricep and hamstring from the back. No. Did she decide to do this podcast and kind of throw her previous grift out the window? I think that she's trying to go more political, more conservative. Is this?
MTR gassing up on the content. What's going on, Black Savant?
I'm so confused. I don't know if I can try to make sense of this. Anyway, let's end off the conversation right here. While I'm obviously not the biggest fan of Pearl, I do think that she was justified within this conversation to walk away. I'm sure in her head she was doing the math of how much she's getting paid to be on the show, which I'm assuming that her cost of being on the show is a lot lower now that she's been demonetized on YouTube. But nevertheless, she did the...
I don't know why people don't be like, oh, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Computations within her head and didn't want to be in a room of race card baiting hyenas. I think that there's legitimate reasons to consider or to bring up race in certain conversations. What you often find is that in these sister code echo chambers, some of them bring up and prioritize race and anything that goes wrong with them within life. You could be talking about how damn cloudy it is outside, and then it becomes a conversation about how the white man is controlling the weather. I think it's completely disgusting. I think it's completely deplorable. And masculine men see right through it and want nothing to do with it. For we are not victims of our circumstance. I'm currently on the network's YouTube page, so that was posted 2 weeks ago. And then taking a look at their subsequent episode, there's only 3 women there, is what it seems. So it appears as that she has left the show. And it's a damn shame. They really could have had an opportunity of fantastic content. Now it's just going to become another predictive echo chamber. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Me and the tourism reviews at gmail.com. What you guys think of this video here today? Leave me your comments down below and let's get active. Last but not least, guys, you guys know I have a self-development community. Click the link down in the description box down below. It's free if you want to come up and join. We're going to be focusing on enhancing your masculinity, your health, as well as your wellness, your financial.
Right, Ty City. But O'Shea's playing both sides. He's telling you to be a passport bro, and then when something happens, you get your Negro wake-up call, and then when something happens, he bounces back between passport bro and being Dr. Umar.
Your fitness, as well as identifying or finding your purpose. You about that?
All right. Shout outs to MTR. Hold on. Got it right here. Hold on, y'all.
Along to a segment called Panel Pull Out. Pull out. I see what we did there. So each host will pull something from the internet or socials that they would like to address with that specific host. Sounds a little messy. We're gonna start with Pearl. Sounds so messy. We're gonna start with Pearl.
I'm first?
Yes. I mean, at first, yeah.
Okay, so I saw something that you retweeted, Brittany. And it was something about, and it was something about.
So this is why Brittany Renner went off, because I guess she thought Pearl was taking personal shots. She started off with something that Brittany Renner retweeted.
About female intuition.
Okay.
And I just don't think female intuition exists. I think female intuition is terrible.
I think it's terrible in what way?
We make terrible choices as women. So people will always say, oh, my female intuition, I knew because of my female intuition. And yeah, I don't think it's really a thing.
Well, intuition, just simply put, is heightened awareness. And so it stems from when women were at home with children and had to be tuned into what was going on. So intuition doesn't just
That's not where it stems from.
Stop at children. It's across the board. So if you aren't tuned into your intuition, that's a you thing.
No. I just look at the choices we make, you know.
We are you.
We as women. I mean, look at.
What kind of choices do you make?
Okay, what kind of choices do you make, Brittany?
But you're the one we're talking. You're saying that females don't make good choices.
Well, look at, we own the majority. I have no debt, right? But women in general.
That's because you're from a rich family, girl.
In general, women.
You're from a rich family, so what are you talking about no debt, girl?
Women in general have a.
Congratulations. Like, you don't get a fish don't get applauded for
I'm
swimming.
lucky. That's why I said I'm lucky.
Okay, so for you, so why lead with that? So why lead with that?
You asked for an example, and I'm going to give it to you. Do you want me to start?
Girl, okay. Let me tell you what
let's talk about
what we're not gonna do, because you have a history of doing this. Because I'm familiar with you. Okay, girl, what you like to do is you like to say these really stupid fucking comments, right? And then so what you do, then you like sit back, and then you're like, you think you're so smart, you have this fucking smug ass look on your face, and then you're waiting for someone to give you that like emotional, like passionate response. So then you can sit there and be super dismissive and really kind of just gaslight. And I don't know, as a female.
Gaslight?
No. Yeah, do you know what that word means?
You guys use it forever.
You guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what's funny about using you guys is seriously, it kind of feels like the only thing that is actually feminine about you is that you have a vagina. Because I feel like, there's like a man on the panel.
Okay, what's feminine about you, Brittany?
Everything is feminine about me.
Oh, come on. Like, I'm not trying to go personal here. So I don't know why you're trying to make this personal.
No, you made it personal when you
I said,
when you led with, hey, I don't have any debt.
I don't know.
As if that's a flex because your parents have money.
You asked
What have you actually earned for yourself?
Brittany, you asked me. I'm saying in general, women own the majority of debt. We don't make great choices. Girl. We look at who we pick. Let's look at romantic decisions. Women don't make very good romantic decisions in general.
There's a point that needs to be made though, and that's the fact that what I heard Brittany say earlier was she's talking about people who have there's a deep heightened intuition. And I think where the conversation is splitting is the fact that you're actually talking about people who don't have that, who have it turned off, who are disconnected
like her
from their intuition, who don't make poor decisions. We make poor decisions. Like when we actually go down to the root of why it is that we make these poor decisions, there's layers and layers and layers and layers to it. And more of it is going to come from just like the science and backing that you kind of put into collective bundles that ultimately just come from who? The white man you were raised by. So when it comes, so when
that's the reason that she doesn't have any debt. I'm just saying. You asked
They keep trying to trap her in this like this race corner. They really be trying to trap her in this race corner.
So that's not you making a decision. That's you being born into your white privilege. And we need you to acknowledge that. So that's not a decision that you made. That is the way you came into this. And honestly, girl, you're a family of like 9 or 10. Like all that's how your dad set you up. So there are things that you genuinely did not have to experience. You don't fucking know. You get to sit there again. So you haven't even had to make any decisions. You're the same person. You are the same person that the last time I saw you accidentally shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. And you get to go. You're the same person who accidentally spent $50,000 and your dad was able to pay it off on your credit card. Yes, you did when you spent.
I didn't actually.
You're the one who said an accident. I spent over my limit. That's what you said. That's what you said. So again, that's what you said. That's what you said.
All right, Chris G, it's the perfect time to blast it. This is the perfect time to blast it. You know what you got to do.
Last time that I saw you. Yeah. So again, we're going back to your girl. What the shit that comes?
Right, Toya.
The shit that comes out of your mouth. You literally just say whatever.
What are you confused over?
Because honestly, you're fucking delusional.
Brittany.
Don't Brittany. Go ahead.
Brittany, I do think there's one thing. I think there's one thing that we have to say.
If you're gonna yell at me, I'm not gonna do the show. Like you don't have to. You don't have to scream at me. That's so disrespectful. You know, I'm not here to get like that's like you don't have to be rude. I don't.
Yeah, so it might be staged because that's the clip that they shared. You know? And Brittany Renner, she's bipolar, man. But I think at this point, like, she just had enough of Pearl, because she knew Pearl was gonna, you know, turn it into a kind of man versus women topic by using manosphere talking points. So, or something borderline that. So, a lot of women, including Pearl, you know, they know that, hey, I'm gonna enter in a conversation using this because I can win the conversation mainly using this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think how Brittany Renner wanted it structured, where it's like, okay, well, we're women amongst women talking about women's stuff. And I guess Pearl tried to neutralize it before it gets into a feminist conversation. Crazy fucking work. Crazy work. All right, let's get into this. I wanted to check this out. Let's get into this.
They always pulling up on the blade talking about no condom. Like, who best to have sex with you with no condom? That doesn't even make sense.
The guys are always asking for that?
Yeah.
That's one of the main things there.
Fair use.
Did you guys
for
ever...
$50, $60. Who's fucking for $50 or $60?
That's crazy.
Wait, do you ever go for something like that?
No.
You just want something quick, easy, safe, and get your money and go.
Yeah. And you can not first we can't do nothing for $50, $60, $80. At least $120. 100 if it's a bad slip.
Now, what's going on, Joe? Some women will. I mean, some dudes will, but these are not those type of. Not gonna lie, these are $50, $60 type. Never mind. All right, let's get into it real quick.
What's the hustle? What do you do? You see a guy, or you guys are in the hotel room, so you're doing this online?
No, I'm on Fig.
Oh, you're on Fig.
We both on Fig.
Oh, you're both on Fig. Why are you in the hotel?
That's where we stay.
What's going on?
Oh, so you don't do any dates in the room?
We take our dates to the room, yeah.
Oh, you do?
But we meet the dates on Fig and then take them to the room, and then we do the date and they take us back to Fig.
Oh, I see. And the hotels on Fig are no longer allowing people to come in?
Like the trick would have to get it like an hourly.
Yeah, so you guys have to drive a little further now.
Well, they're like fake way. Like sometimes they'll like get.
They know what y'all doing.
Upset that we get a room, they won't sell it to us, but a client will come get an hour and they'll be like, okay. But just because they know it's a in and out type of thing. But yeah, it's a lot of. They don't want us walking out dressed how we're dressed. They don't want us, no visitors. They don't like the heels.
Yeah,
they
dressed
don't
the
like,
way you guys are, you're going to get in.
Yeah, they get so mad. Like
I think the girl in the red is a cop.
You'll be there for one day in the morning. They're telling you to check out.
And then you be like, why you got to check out? And they be like, oh, to clean the room. We only been here one day.
Or say that like they won't tell us the truth, but we know. Or some of them will just be rude and be like, no, because you're naked. And I'll be like,
yeah, but the hotel's on Imperial. You guys are on Imperial?
Yeah. They don't mind. The hotel we are right now, they don't mind.
What's going on, Devin D?
I've dropped girls off to some of those hotels, and like they are packed with girls.
Pimps, hoes, tricks.
Doing what you guys are doing, yeah.
Any hotel around here, pimp, hoes, tricks. That's all they live in there. Pimp, hoes, tricks.
Or smokers.
And smokers. And the smokers be the tricks sometimes.
Yeah. But
you guys do drugs at all?
We drink alcohol every day.
You need to drink just to deal with this?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, no, I don't have to drink to do this, because if I had to do that, then I shouldn't be doing it. But
you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing it. But you know, but when I drink, the money come faster because I get more open,
more relaxed.
Yeah.
Not only that, but that's our type of fun. Like, you know, we gotta enjoy ourselves too, and like.
Do you find this enjoyable?
No, like in the sense we drink. Well, I mean, yeah.
It's the adrenaline rush for me. It's the fast money.
Shout out to Devin D and the place to be. Thank you, bro.
I do. Sometimes I don't, but most of the days I do. Like if it's a slow day and you got to stay down all day to catch one fucking date, I'll be like, fuck, I ain't doing this no more.
How'd you guys get into this? So you
money.
Jasmine, you're young. How old are you?
17.
You're 17.
Stop.
And Jayla, you're how old?
22.
Stop. You 40. 40.
22. So you're both young.
Yeah.
How'd you get into it, Jasmine?
Word of mouth from friends.
But where are your parents?
Doing their own thing, I guess. They don't really.
They on fake too.
I don't know. I got kicked out, so they don't really,
You got kicked out for doing what?
For
prostitute.
Well, I mean, not really wanting to conform to. It's a misconception that people or parents want you to follow exactly what they do, and
they don't let you live parents don't want you to live your own life. They want you to do what they want you to do, and it's our life.
What you want to believe.
Yeah, but you're a teenager. You don't quite know what you're doing yet.
Yeah, but you got to bump your head.
Yeah, but you don't have to become a prostitute to
not necessarily,
right.
but I mean, you shouldn't put your kids in a position either to feel like they have to turn to something like that or do something else other than be in the comfort of their home with their parents just because they don't believe in something or because they don't feel or agree with what you agree on. Either way.
Well, your parents are strict?
Yeah, and they're religious. So it's like if I don't say I don't believe in God because I do, but it's just like I don't believe in church and stuff like that.
Yeah, why do we got to go to church to praise God?
The pastor is
don't talk to me about that.
Yeah, the pastor is getting it on in the prayer room with Miss Shirley and.
Wait, how old did she say she was? She's 17 or 19? How old she said she was? Yeah, I would. I mean, if I'm riding down Fig and I was tricking, I would think the one in the red is undercover. She looked like a cop.
Miss Anna Mae, and you showing up to church every Sunday and Wednesday and putting money in this basket, and half of the people in there is fake. And
almost pastors too be pimps, and they just be changing their lives around. They be pimps, drug dealers, crackheads, and then they change their life around.
I've heard this.
And think that they can judge the next person
too. Pastors be tricks too. So
yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, so that's why it's like, why would I? Whatever I do, whatever I believe in, however I carry about my life, that's gonna fall back on me. But that doesn't mean that as our family or parents, whatever, should separate yourself. If you can't accept me for how I am, then what's the point of being around? You just put yourself in a category with everybody else in the world. You should see the difference, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
You have a good head on your shoulders, Jasmine.
Thank you. But I mean, it's true. It's just the truth. Like, you know, it's just like, I shouldn't have to. My parents didn't always believe in that, and they changed their mind about whatever. My parents used to do whatever. My mama used to be whatever. My dad used to be in the streets too. So it's like, you know,
nobody got no room to judge nobody in this world. Because at the end of the day, everybody got to answer to one person.
JLo, tell me about your childhood.
I mean, my mom, she was just in the streets. She was young. She had me at 19. My daddy, he just been in and out of jail, so it was just me and my grandma. And then my mom had my sister. And then we moved back with her, but she started getting beat up by her boyfriends and stuff. And she was like letting them touch on us and stuff like that. So we moved back with my grandma. Then I started doing pills real bad. And I was like, I can't do that no more. And then I came down here, started doing this.
Where are you from?
Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa. You make good money doing this?
Most days, but it is some days where it's slow.
Yeah, it's just anything.
There's good and bad, 50-50 with everything. It's like...
It's a dangerous job, though.
Definitely dangerous.
For sure.
There's girls dying out there, getting shot, getting hit by cars.
Yeah. She just told me you said
I was about to say that.
Got hit by the car.
I had just, on 69th, like maybe.
Yeah, you got hit by a car, but they got competition out there, but they might be okay. I mean, if somebody's looking for a bargain, hey.
3 weeks ago, I seen a girl get hit by a car, and she like flipped in the air.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
No, somebody that I interviewed.
He said, "No, that car got hit by." Hey, yo.
Got hit by an ambulance a while back, and she just passed away.
Oh my god!
Like 3 a.m, she's out there working, and ambulance came around the corner and took her out.
That's crazy. Yeah, things be happening, and then that's the thing about it too. It's like. The streets are the streets. Regardless of what it is, you could be selling drugs, selling pussy, doing whatever. The streets are always gonna be like a jungle. That's just what it is. All hours of the night, random things can happen, and sometimes even in the middle of the night, like you said, 3-4 in the morning, it goes unnoticed. It'd be a little bit of us or a lot of bit of us outside, but we the only ones that know. That's why even sometimes the police be coming to us and be like, hey, did you see this or did you hear about this? Because we are more around.
Hoes back in the day used to be the original neighborhood watch. Do your research.
You're the eyeballs on the
Yeah, we're more around than anybody else.
The only thing I don't like about the police on Fig, they come harass you when you don't even need to, when ain't nothing going on, but as soon as
they sweating you.
Something happened to a girl or anything that's dangerous happened to police ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere ever to be found. But let the police see you get in the car.
Yeah, but they cruise by and 99% of the time they're not doing anything to you.
I mean, if they pass by,
they can put you in jail every night of the year.
Yeah.
No, I mean they not necessarily because they do have different laws in place now, like with the whole.
Prostitution.
Yeah, like I heard some girl told me that they passed a law that you cannot take somebody to jail off the street because of what they're wearing. and stuff like that. If they're not like completely naked type shit or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty clear what you guys are doing out there.
Yeah, but they just tell, honestly, if we're not talking to a car.
You guys aren't.
I mean,
we ain't
yeah.
disguising nothing.
You ain't hitchhiking.
No, for sure. But it's like they're not like that.
We was this morning.
Shit. Yeah, we really was. If they see us just all standing there talking and shit,
Right,
like they'll just pass by. Some of them that are a little bit more serious will be like, get on the curb, like get on the sidewalk. But
you got some fucking dickheads that just want to really get a date, but they can't fucking get a date.
Yeah, some of the police be driving around because they be like.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen from tricks on the street?
From tricks? Oh my god!
A lot of them cruise by. They don't have any money in their pockets.
Some chicks pull up talking about, can they just eat your booty? Like what? It was this one trick. He just wants you to kick him in his face.
Kick him in the face.
Literally, like not kick him.
That's his king.
Like mush him, like like in his face.
You can do that.
There be tricks. There be all kinds of tricks. There be the window shoppers. They be the nasty motherfuckers that pass around jerking off their dick. There be ones that want to do.
I ain't gonna lie, whole calling somebody a nasty motherfucker is crazy.
Ooh, freaky shit like
no condom.
But then again, they would know.
No condom, eating pussy, all that shit. Or there's the chicks that try to negotiate too much, and there's the chicks that got the money and be like, all right, let's go, and drop you back off, and you're just like, thank you.
And then it's the chicks that want to kidnap you.
Yeah, and then there's the chicks that want to kidnap you and kill you. Like it's a pyramid, a long pyramid of all the men out there are just different. Like everything is gonna be different. No experience is kind of the same.
Some chicks out there, they got like short people fetishes, pregnant girl fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are weird.
Yeah.
There was one time where some guy asked me and my friend, he was like, oh, if I take both of you guys and we do like a double, can you guys smoke cigarettes while we do it? And I'm like, what? Like, what I look like Marilyn Monroe right here? Like, get the fuck out of here now.
More like Marilyn Monroe. The average girls are gonna get the most bullshit because the thing is that they don't believe that the other girls will go for it. So
I don't even smoke cigarettes. Like, no. I'm like, dude, what are you
doing
asking
a date
me?
While smoking cigarettes?
It's
By the
crazy.
time I go back outside, I'm gonna be smelling like a pound of Newports.
Yeah, like, no, that's crazy. But they just ask for weird stuff. There's some men that like to be hurt too. They like for
like pain.
The pain. They like one guy was like,
they're gonna be walk like slaves and shit.
Paddled on their ass till they bleed. Weird shit. So I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Imagine how easy it is for us to say is because of how much we heard it already.
What do you guys think of men after doing this for a while?
That's why we don't like us as hoes. We don't believe in fucking marriage and all that other shit because
because all these chicks that married is married. But they'd take their wife car. They would pull up and you'll know it's a girl car. And
with they blinged out steering wheel cover. And she got
or they'd be like, make sure you get the condom wrappers because my wife,
or
my kids.
If you smell like weed or something, they don't want you to get in the car because the
okay, so y'all gonna still argue with me about husbands on the blade?
Weed smell's gonna be in there.
Weird ass niggas, man.
Perfume, or they just be weird. Like I've had motherfuckers answer their wife while I'm in the car. Like it's just crazy. Like or. Imagine the people that are asking to eat your ass or eat your pussy and go home and kiss their kids.
It's this woman on Fig. It's him and his teenage son. He bring his teenage son every night on Fig after his wife go to sleep. And they just ride on Fig all night.
And he gets a date for his son?
No, they just be riding around looking. But why are you bringing your teenage son to the Blade with naked girls? He's supposed to be getting ready for school.
Or something, yeah. Like there's been guys too that they come and like one time he's like, oh, like my son, I think he said he was 16 or 17. He's like, I'm trying to get a date for him, like for him to get some head. And I'm like, are you so fucking serious? We're looking at this man and I can't even get no words out my mouth. I'm like, all right. I'm like, can you just go? I'm like, just go because this is making me uncomfortable.
But what really, really makes me uncomfortable is like when we out on Fig and the kids just getting out of school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like that. I just be feeling like that's too disrespectful on my part to let little kids see me like that.
Yeah. We usually go like to the store or something, or like to a liquor store, or we'll go get something to eat real quick. Yeah, until they get done. Yeah, because
so
it's
you just go out of sight for a little while.
Yeah, I mean it's not that long.
It's just a respect thing. Like, should no kindergarten be walking out of school, seeing a girl ass naked standing on the corner in high heels. Now she looking at her mama like, is this what we do?
Yeah.
Well, they might be savable, y'all. They hoes with a heart. Might be savable, man.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think the general public doesn't understand about what you guys do?
That we doing it for a purpose, or like it's a meaning behind it. It's not like that.
Why are you doing it?
This is how I look out for my grandma. I look out for my sister like this. I look out for me.
Yeah, it's really just a way to make money. If the way to
everybody got their own hustle, like they got their 9 to 5. If cutting grass
was the way to do it, you guys would all be holding lawnmowers.
Yeah.
But that's another misconception about it too, is that there's a lot of people that think that like that a lot of us got here because we wanted to be fast or on drugs or whatever. A lot of girls that I met outside are
no, don't do that. Y'all are advocating for husbands to be around this type of activity, so it's a monolith, bro. It's a monolith.
In school, as they do this, or they got LLCs, or they're trying to be lash techs or nail techs, or have business, or supporting their family. Not all of us are out here cracked out. Like that's
or just giving our money to a pimp.
Yeah, no or reason. Like just being out here for fun.
You do.
But it's like, I don't know. That's just like a really big misconception. And
I don't understand why the space is like this. Cause see, a lot of people don't understand. This is what Kevin Samuels, this is kind of what where he was walking y'all down to too. Who said it recently that Kevin Samuels, that they can vouch that Kevin had a escort service? Somebody said that Kevin Samuels had an escort service. Who said that?
And I don't like that as a whole for everybody. Like
I hate that for us.
I hate that for us because they think that we're just all like retarded or something, like we're stupid, or we're just out here just to be out here for
no reason, just to be fun,
and
just for fun. Yeah, I'm sitting out here half naked, standing on the corner just for the hell of it.
Cold as fuck, feet burning as fuck. And I'm just like, hey, like, no, this is not the kick it. This is not the hangout.
This is not the kick it. This is not the fucking boom boom room.
Yeah, it's like, we're like, yeah, we're going to make the best of it. And of course, we're not going to be standing there all Grinch faced out. And of course,
I do sometimes.
Yeah, but, we'd be happy to see each other. We'd be, hey, girl, whatever. And that's all cool. But it's like, don't get it fucked up. I'm not here for you to just be staring at me, or just for, you feel me? Especially too, like in the daytime when we're out there, like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, the sun is out, and it's a lot of going home traffic on Fig. A lot of men will see us, and also too, a lot of the ladies will see us, and they'll laugh or whatever. But it's like, okay, you didn't hit this type of experience in your life, and good for you, but don't do that. That's not cute. And
that's not cute.
And we're not doing that, because it's like, you see how we have some type of consciousness for respect. I would like it to go both ways, because I
just feel like that people just feel like just because we hoes that they don't gotta respect us. And baby, I'm still human. I still got feelings too, like everybody else. And now I still punch you in your mouth like anybody else will. So respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Your relationship with your pimp is good?
Real good.
There's no problems with it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because pimps.
Everybody got problems.
Well, pimps have the worst reputation next to pedophiles in the world.
What you mean by that?
Well, like so many people love to hate pimps.
Yeah. A square wouldn't understand pimping and hoeing.
There you go.
What does squares not understand about it?
Oh my God, here we go. And he was defending it too. Usually guys that do these interviews, especially if they stay in for a long time, they end up turning themselves out onto the game sometimes. So.
Everything, the whole game.
But squares don't understand anything about it.
Yeah,
they don't understand how a pimp could possibly be helpful.
It's like that
because
where
they don't come from the hood.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to. That's not necessarily.
Pimps don't come from the hood.
That's not necessarily what it means.
So you could be a pimp.
I'd be a good pimp.
And you wouldn't come from
Kenny Red told me I should be a pimp.
And like you wouldn't be like a bad pimp, but just because you a pimp, just because you're in that category, everybody gonna be like, oh, he hit on his girls, he don't feed them.
If you say you're a pimp, you're guaranteed to be hated by 99% of the world.
Yeah.
But it goes hand in hand with hoes too. The moment somebody finds out you're a hoe, that she dirty, she this, she that, ooh. But that's the whole thing. A lot of people see the bad side of pimps because they let a lot of motherfuckers that like to call themselves pimp make a face for this. Their videos go
These hoes got more game than the space.
Viral, being stupid, hitting bitches, all this other shit. Mm-hmm. But you think the motherfuckers that are really utilizing their time and the money that's being given to them is out here making an ass out themselves? No, they behind the scenes really doing shit. So they don't give a fuck.
Y'all hit the like button, support the show. An hour into the madness. Got some good information for y'all. Let's get it.
I know what I'm doing for me and who I got with me. And that's all, because there's a lot of girls that are very, very taken care of. Very, very well taken care of. And they, even if it is the situation that it is, they don't have to sit here and beg. They're not getting beaten on. Very well fed.
Then there's some bitches that sit outside and that they get beat up, have to stay outside for 2 or 3 days, nothing to eat.
But they still be with the same person too. So now at that point, they could say
that's on the hoe.
Yeah, they could say that the pimp is bad, but it's like somebody that's addicted to drugs giving them more drugs.
But some of the pimps are really bad dudes.
They are, yeah, some of them are. Yeah, they for real are.
50%.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. It's like hoes that take this serious and then hoes that don't. It's like.
But I've known some that are really like trying to help, but they.
Yeah.
You have to understand, we're going to college, going to nursing school, doing whatever is not really an option once you're doing this. And you have a hard time handling your money, which is pretty much 99.9% of you girls. So the pimp comes in and handles your money for you.
Yeah.
But or also too, sometimes it'd be like that sometimes they could be like older than us or more experienced than us. So sometimes we leave our parents' house young, like myself, and just don't know how to get into credit cards or get into getting an apartment or stuff like that. It's a process to that, and ain't nobody gonna tell you how to do that for free either. You feel me?
You're 17?
Mm-hmm.
You're incredibly level-headed and intelligent for 17.
You got to when you in this type of life.
She's not even supposed to be out there, but nobody gives a rat's ass.
You can't be out here being a dummy, because then something bad will happen to you.
It's just I kind of
in this life you grow up faster than what you should.
Yeah,
you mature faster. Right. You got to, because if you don't, then your mama would be putting you 6 feet under.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever been in love?
Back when I was a square, yeah.
Damn.
Is that ever going to happen to you again? Never.
Damn.
Love is off the table now.
Yeah, because seeing this, you say you love somebody, but you still going out here and pick up a random girl to have sex with her. You're not gonna do that to me. But not to just be the girl that you have sex.
But they're picking you. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, never mind.
Sex wouldn't give me your money. See,
50-50, heads or tails. But hey, it's true. It's like, we won't say it just how we say not all pimps are bad. Not all men are bad. There's some good men out there.
Unless you got to play chess and not checkers.
That's right.
But
that's what I say.
We don't got enough heart no more to figure that shit out. That shit gone. For real. Asking a girl to eat her ass. To eat her ass and then going home and be like, hey, honey, I'm home. It's crazy. Like, you got booty lip now. And
you got booty lip now.
And I can't trust you. That's crazy.
What hoe is even letting a trick pull up and put their mouth on them? That's crazy.
And
that's nasty.
And like, that's exactly another reason why it's like how you said that there's some bad pimps and they give a bad look to all pimps. There's nasty, dirty hoes for real that give all of us a bad look. Cheap hoes that give all of us a bad look.
What's cheap?
Nobody gonna tell them. Nobody gonna say nothing.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, Jesse.
What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. And are you a slut, Sam?
I have 2 brothers.
Oh, okay. Are you close to them?
I am very.
And do they see you as a slut?
We're all sluts. You're a slut. All these dudes behind you are sluts. Your cameraman's a slut. Your PA's a slut. And your mic's a slut.
And what made you a slut?
See, so a lot of square women are dibbling dabbling. Used to be like the strippers, you know, like you'll go to a certain place other than a Blade, like a club, to play around with the lifestyle. But the average woman is playing around with the lifestyle, even in the comfort of her own home, with the fans only, right? And like I said, in the future, man, female rappers are gonna have to just bear it all, because these women are more hard body than a lot of the women that they listen to. They're gonna really need somebody to convince them. You know what I'm saying? These women are more to the gangster rappers that you have out. But anyway, let's get back into it. This is interesting.
Like 50, how you saying? $50-$60. And then they come into us talking about heels don't even cost that much. Heels is
these was 85
and up.
And sluts.
85 and up. The outfits that you see that are bedazzled out, whatever, you go to Hottie's, sluts, whatever, $60. That fucking jacket, there she has another one that's a fur jacket, $60 out the door. So you telling me you're paying me enough for a fucking jacket? Get the fuck out of my face. Like, seriously, like
she just got mad about that.
I did, because really, okay, you go to the strip club,
if you want to throw petty ass change, go to the strip club. If you want to sit there and throw $2 here and $1 there, the next hour, go to the strip club for that.
Yeah, but not even that though, because there's some girls that do both outside. You feel me? That they're strippers half the time, and then they'll go outside at night, whatever. But I've heard that they'll be in there too, like pressing them, like, are you gonna throw money or not? Like, these are places of money. The Blade is a place of money. Strip club, place of money. You could go to, like, you go to Vegas or something, and I've heard that you gotta have at least $300-$400 for girls out there. So it's like, what's the difference? Because we on Figueroa, and because
hold up, y'all. Yeah, it's on the Blade. It's meant to sell to them, but it's kind of how you look too. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is that the one in the red, if she really like kind of like lost some weight, oh, niggas would come out the wazoo. But the funny thing is that she probably don't even need to lose weight. But anyway,
you stand outside.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like that's not. It costs money to be a hoe too. It's not. Our rooms are $150,
140 every day.
140 every day for the room. A day. That's just off rip.
You guys are sharing a room.
Mm-hmm. So it's
I pay for it one time, like for a week, and then she'd pay for it the next week.
Yeah.
Do you guys share a bed, or what do you do?
It's 2 separate beds.
Just 2 beds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like that too. It's like, you feel me? That's the whole thing about it, is that that's off the rip. Like, people don't understand. They'd be like, oh, you guys probably make a lot of money, but we spend a lot of money too. It's like we
spend it more than we make.
Yeah, I like my nails is not done right now, but you see, like, you gotta look. You got your hair done. You get your nails done. You got an outfit. You gotta do, and you can't wear the same shit every day.
Hold on, let me give you a wrench, bro. Peace to you. What's going on, broski? Let me give you this wrenchy thing right quick. Shout outs to my bro in the building. Good to see you, man. Hold up, here we go. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. But yeah, you gotta look a certain way, man. You definitely gotta look a certain way. You gotta see. The thing is, they know you got the steak, hopefully, but you gotta sell the sizzle, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about to be negotiating prices with a mud duck. Actually, that's a lie. Most people gonna be negotiating prices with a mud duck. What's the name of those hot dogs? Was it a Big Mama? Those red hot dogs? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, them shits be hitting though. Niggas be drinking hot dog juice, glizzy juice. I know you know the name of them hot dogs, James. The Red Blats. All right, let's get it.
Going to Sluts, I'm going to Hotties, I'm going to Sloss and buying a box every day. Or we got to get a Uber to, you see where we're at. It's a little distance from Figueroa. So it's like, got to get an Uber, got to eat. We don't got a kitchen, so we got to buy
Big Mama
food.
Loves to eat.
Yeah.
He said Red Hots. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I've been meaning to reach out to you, but you know, I've been putting in the paint, man. I've been putting in the work, man, but I appreciate you. Yeah, we definitely gotta go half on something, man. Welcome to the show. Let's get it.
I love to eat.
Yeah, and good food. We don't like the Burger Kings and the Carl's Juniors and shit. We trying to eat good.
No, you trying to eat good.
Dream, where would you like to be in 5-10 years?
With a business.
What kind of business?
I think probably anything in beauty. That really goes up, like hair, nails, skincare, or maybe even in cannabis type shit, maybe even have a weed shop, a dispensary.
You guys have this interesting story about what you did when you were
younger.
So, it's just
that's
the whole thing.
17 right there, bro.
It's like with bitches that are strippers. I've seen, there was a beauty supply I went to that it was 3 girls and they were all friends. They met in the strip club and they opened up a beauty supply and they all work in there now. So, but you could tell that they were strippers because, like big ass booty and all that, it's giving stripper, but they got their business though. They did something, they got something out of it. It's not, I would hate to be like,
make no mistake, y'all. This is what female empowerment, this is what women empowerment is. They'll blame it on the men, but if you try to get these women and tell them, "Hey, look, I'm gonna buy you a lawnmower and a what you call it, in a goddamn I'm gonna buy you a lawnmower and some gas, or I'm gonna buy you a lawnmower and a cable, you know what I'm saying, electric cord, or you know what I'm saying," they won't take it. Hey, I'm gonna pay you to wash my truck. Nope. This is empowerment, y'all.
Roll for 10 years and
I'm still here 10
years later, or like barely scraping through. That'll suck.
I don't want to be one of them girls that be like, oh yeah, I've been with this pimp one whole year.
Like,
and
but
you don't even
support the
got
show,
a house,
y'all.
no apartment, no nothing. Then he's still beating you up. You don't even eat every day, babe.
Yeah, like
how is that?
Or I've seen you in the same outfit for 3 days.
And why are you trying to even bring bitches to that fucked up situation? Like,
Yeah, like it's a lot of different things because there's girls I've met a girl out there and she's pushing like 30, 35. She said she started when she was like 20.
I interviewed a woman who was 66 on Fig. 66.
We saw a lady last night, didn't we? Remember coming out the smoke shop? It was like an older lady with pigtails.
Oh, yeah.
She looked like she was like 60, 55, 60.
And she had them heels on?
Yeah, she had these little...
That was probably...
But she looked 40 and she's 17.
Linda.
Girl, she had these little wedges on, these little wooden wedges.
That Mexican lady, okay.
Oh, let me not laugh. I feel fucked up, but... Hey, you feel me? And then a lot of the ladies out there, like I know
them older ladies too, that would be the ones that be taking $40, $50, $60 just because they be like, oh, that's money. That's not.
What about doing something like OnlyFans or stripping or something like that?
OnlyFans, you gotta build it up.
Yeah,
it takes time. It's like content. You gotta build up subscribers. You gotta build up people that want to buy it. It's not impossible, but this is like
on the left.
I could step outside and get a date right now, type thing.
Be outside only for like 5-6 hours. The strip clubs be slow too. Got 2,500.
Mm-hmm. The strip clubs be slow too, cause you gotta go up in there. You gotta pay your house fee. Like you gotta give money.
The owner of the strip club is your pimp, basically.
Yeah, he gets a
same thing with OnlyFans. It's called tip in and tip out. So if his fee is like $60, you got to make $60 first before you start making your money.
You got to pay for your, like, I guess your spot. And then sometimes it could be empty as fuck. So you got to bring money with you already to pay for your time to get up on the stage. And if you make $3, well, now you leaving with fucking $3 and your ass out. Yeah, but it could be the same on Fig too.
So that sounds like now all these bitches on Fig gonna be leaving with $60 in a wet ass. What do you get out of that?
Girl, like, damn. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather sit there and say.
And then if you watch some of the women that's in the space, or that was in the space, because like there was a lady here, respectfully, her name was it was another lady, she cursed me out, which is funny as hell, Nicole Michelle, and she just went from trying to teach women how to be wives to just basically teaching women how to be modern day courtesans, you know. Thank you, Devin D. Y'all hit the Cash App at $PTV 888. She was teaching women how to be modern day courtesans.
And that's just because it's not only, how do I say this? It's not based off of just for myself, my own personal preference of where we want to keep a high standard, you feel me? But what would I look like calling her friend or anybody else that I know friend and setting the standard and making it hard for all of us that now I'm doing a $60 date. And now they're going to expect that out of all. And then now whoever I dated for $60 is going to see me with them and think they do that too, because
and now
they
I'm
my
not her friend no more because she's doing $60 date.
And it's like, I can't. You are who you hang around with, and I'm not a cheap bitch. So why would...
And it be the friends that get them into the lifestyle or get them into, you know, making OF accounts. So that's what the online does. It get the friends into it, you know. P's back in the day had to get friends to get other girls into it, but now they just doing it just off the strength.
But I hang around with cheap bitches. Like, they'll be like, somebody will ask me like, oh, will you do it for $60? And I'd be like, no, sorry, babe. Like, go get some more money and come back. What about your friend? What about my fucking friend? What about her? Because
yeah, you're not trying to pass that bankroll to your friend.
Why would you ask that? Like, literally, some guy
her off.
You see this shit? Shout out to Quasar. You see this shit, bro? She not trying to pass that bankroll to their friend. She's like, that money's for me.
Some guy, when was it, yesterday or the day before? Some guy he pulled up in this gray truck and he shouted it to all of us. Y'all won't do nothing quick for $60? And she said, $60 is crazy, babe. And we all like saying the same shit, like saying it loud and proud. And we're all looking at him like, boy, put that shit in your tank and take your ass home. Like, you know, like, for real, put that shit in your tank and take it home, because it's like, what is that? No.
But but it's LA. So y'all got to look at the inflation out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to look at the inflation out there. So a $60 looking chick, they ain't 60 out there, no matter how crazy they look. I got a quote in my new book that I'm writing right now. I said, in a world plagued with inflation, information becomes the real currency. That's the game. Uncommon information. Let's get it.
$60 is not even enough to feed me and her 2 times a day. Let alone.
Damn. $60 is way more than enough. Look, yeah, we know it ain't enough to feed the one on the left, but damn.
That's not even half of our room. Like, come on, be for real. Like,
are you guys saving money?
No. Yeah, I mean, you got to.
Do you have a bank account?
I got a Chime account.
Yeah, something like that. Like
I need
Chime,
a bank
Venmo.
account.
But see, that's the thing. Women work for y'all to get a bank account. You have a bank account.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't got like a bank.
But like, if you have your Chime account, how much do you have on it, roughly? Not enough.
I don't feel like it's enough. Nowhere near $10,000 yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near
Doing
up
what
there.
you're doing, you should have 30,000 in there at least.
Yeah. But it gets sometimes that's why it's
people that got 30,000 don't put it in the Chime account. People that got 30,000 don't put that shit in the Chime account.
good to move around and stuff like that, because sometimes it's like, for example, right now that Fig been dry, it's like sometimes then you got to start tapping into your money, and then that's how you try to wait it out and try to give the spot a little bit more time, and then you're like, fuck, I'm kind of tapping into this shit too much, now it's time to move around. But the bank account shit is a little bit hard too, because you got to have an address for real, like a house address. Yeah, and she's from hella far too. So, I mean, it would be a long ass process, but that's why it's cool that they have Cash App cards, and you even have saving accounts, Apple Pay, saving accounts on Cash App, Venmo, Chime, PayPal, all that shit is cool. But yeah, we're not saying, we're in the best part or best position that we could be in,
But what I am saying is I'm not struggling. I don't want for shit.
Yeah, but everybody could always improve.
Do better.
Yeah, improvement is never a limit.
I got a lot of stuff I need to improve on, but I'm not hurting for nothing.
Yeah.
But like learning how to save my money more than I do, and don't think just because as fast as I made it, I can spend it and make it back. I can't have that.
No, learning how to save money is something that very few of you girls understand.
And I don't understand it at all.
Yeah. I feel like it's not even an understanding, it's an urge. It's like a lot of us too that didn't grow up with shit. Now that we got money, we're like, oh, let's go get what we want. Like, I'd be like, damn.
Pretty much every girl that I've seen, if they have money in their pocket, that means they get to spend it.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. A lot of us didn't grow up with shit. So now, you feel me? We go get our nails done, hair done. We feel good. We get what we want and like buy what we want. And that's.
Do you got a nigga taking care of you? Y'all not even in a relationship when you was
What's going on, Evo Stosa?
Square, the person that you was in a relationship with.
Wouldn't even buy you a damn taco.
Barely buy some tissue for the fucking house.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the whole thing about it too. Like, some girls will be like, oh, well, I don't sell my pussy, but baby, you maintaining a man at the house and he's sitting up there playing 2K and you just came back from a 12-hour shift. Baby, you are the trick at this point. Like, I would rather be selling my pussy, getting money, doing something than being in a situation like that. Like, they're headed the same.
Them hoes be judging people.
Way, living minimally, doing smaller shit, or girls that are squares too, they get beat up. They have nothing.
You think prostitution should be legalized?
Yes. Because I mean,
they keep a lot of more girls out of trouble because a lot of girls got a petty ass prostitution cases when it shouldn't be, like me. But it's
but that's the thing too. As much as that's a misconception too. Like, a lot of girls are doing this willingly. A lot of girls didn't. Most girls that I've met didn't even get introduced to this bio.
Mind y'all, she's 17. She said, "Fuck flipping burgers." She said, "Fuck a lawnmower." Fuck scaling up a business.
A pimp. It's word of mouth of friends. Like
I need some money, and they friends like, girl, well, let's go on Fig.
There's a blade. I told you I'm SGV.
What I tell y'all?
Area. There's a blade in Pomona. That's what I'm saying. So.
No, it's not me. It's not me busting shots at James. I caught James somewhere on the other side of the internet, just like I catch a lot of people, thinking I'm not there, talking crazy about me personally. And then when I call him out on it, now he wants to play victim. That's the story. Just like I caught that other troll talking crazy about me. Then when I respond, now all of a sudden he's doing a whole bunch of videos on me because he got caught or I said something back. And the thing is, I can see if you said, hey, you know what? I'm going to start doing YouTube. So let me go try to find and chase clout and use somebody else's name. If I put it in the title, I'll get more views on my videos. But it's like, you don't even have a place to parlay. You don't even have a place to parlay the clout that you're trying to get. You don't even create content. So what's the point of chasing clout? What's the point of chasing clout where you don't even have a place to even entertain the people that you're trying to get over to you don't have a topic, subject matter. You don't have none of that stuff. Like, at this point, I don't mind people chasing clout for a little bit, but at least have something to talk to when you're trying to lead them to your shit. You know, what's going on, Emo? So y'all gonna learn. Cause that's one of the worst things you can do, to try to chase clout and nobody's listening to you unless you're talking about the next man. At least have something established. You don't even have 5 original videos that you can say, hey man, F that dude, but look, this is what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? Shit, at least go live and cut grass or do something. When clout chasing goes wrong.
It's like you meet somebody in Pomona, but the people in Pomona could be from Fig, they could be from Western, they could be from Vegas, what is it, OC area. All that, you get people from different areas and they'll tell you about other blades and you'll be like, oh, okay, now I know about this next blade. Now I'm over here. Like, you know,
you're too intrigued with it to get out now.
No, now it's like once you look at one night's worth of money on a good night, you'd be like, man,
I'm coming back tomorrow.
Man, sign me up. I'd be like, and I'm here tomorrow.
Lock me up and throw away the key.
You know, but it's like, but for sure, if it is like, you know, it was a good option for a situation that we, like, any of us were in. But
I mean, all y'all listening to is, I don't like being a hoe, but I do like being a hoe. But I don't want to be a hoe, but I need to be a hoe. But I'm trying to be a hoe, but I don't want to be a hoe. And I'm saving up so I don't have to be a hoe, but I like being a hoe, but I don't want to be a hoe. Don't try to figure it out. What's going on, American Negro?
We wouldn't push anybody to do it. Like, you know, in the sense, if you're younger and you have an opportunity.
If you're younger, you're 17. But you look 40.
Need to go to school and really be successful a cool way, do that too. Just because we do this doesn't mean we shame other things. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just did. Anyway.
Minors, stay home. Yeah. Please don't.
If you
have going on, anti-social socialite podcast.
It's not the life you want to do.
Stay home.
Because it do get hard sometimes. It do get depressing sometimes. But once you're in this life, it's not no getting out.
Yeah, not everybody is cut out for this. So when we seem like we kind of waterproof, like it just beads off our skin, is because that's what you have to be that way. Because if you let everything bother you out here, you'll be 5150 by the time you're done. I'm so serious. Being out here and the way they talk to you and the way that it's like
pimps pull up.
Yeah, pimps pull up. Some pimps pull up and be super disrespectful. You feel me? Or even with the things that happen to us, like, you know, a bad date or whatever, that can really fuck up your mind if you don't know how to like process it. Be like, okay, like, you know, I know this person did this to me, but some girls, they get to a moment where they blame themselves. What did I do wrong? There's gonna be people like that everywhere. You feel me? So it's just like you gotta have a different type of thought process. But hey, not everybody's cut out for it.
Well, man, God bless him. God bless him. God bless America too. All right. Hit the like button, y'all. Support the show. Let's get into the next segment. You know, I mean, people will get on here and tell y'all to be tricks all day, but won't show y'all the reality of what the product that you guys like so much has to go through. So let's get it.
Goldie with another episode of Don't Hate the Player, Learn the Game. And I got a special guest for you. Pimpin' Ken, the infamous, legendary, worldwide, international Pimpin' Ken. How you doing?
Hey man, I'm doing better than most and definitely better than the ghost.
I appreciate
Ken Ivy.
It's you coming on here. You know, it's going to be a real treat. You know, the type of information and game that you have from your transition from the streets, from the game to the corporate executive suites, as you like to say, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to give these people a whole lot of game. We're going to do something different here today.
Okay.
You know, I had a lot of people sending questions because, you know, you're a different individual. You know, I have a plethora of people on my podcast, and you're somebody that lived a unique lifestyle. Right. So they're going to get a glimpse into what people call the secret society of the game.
Right.
I don't want to go too far back on your origin story. They could catch that on a lot of the other videos you did, because I want to get to the questions, but let's go through it real quick. You done been worldwide. You done been on 40,000 different, music videos. You done been in movies. You done been with the rappers, you know, well respected in the industry. Go ahead, give me a little background.
Okay, so when many years ago, an organization called HBO came to Chicago. We was having a players ball at this place called East of the Rhine on 79th. And I was in there popping my game. You know, when I was popping my game, you know, the director, Brent Owens, said, "Say, man, I'd like to take you to..."
Got the chrome hearts on.
I would like to interview you, and I would like to, you know, take you and do it to a hotel somewhere and get you somewhere private and get some of your knowledge. I said, "Man, you know, it's going to cost you." So he said, "What is it going to cost?" I said, "Come on to Milwaukee, you'll find out." So he came to Milwaukee. We negotiated a deal. I got more money than everybody in the movie altogether. The movie ended with me, and I got my name.
What's the movie called?
Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
Pimps Up, Hoes Down. Where could they go find that?
It was on HBO. I don't know. I guess they probably got it in some type of platform right now, but that's the last place I seen it.
Okay. So tell me, we're going to take it back. So for my audience that doesn't know, how many years,
Now, I'm not playing this to incentivize or influence or tell anybody to become a pimp or anything of the sort. Reason why I got this lined up the way I do is to give y'all an overall view, you know, of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because not all players aspire to be pimps. Not all Macs aspire to be pimps. When pimps want to revert back to a foot soldier, they can if they want. But I'm not telling you to go in the other direction. All right. So some people were like, "Well, why would you consult with this person? Why would you, because I mean, like I said, a lot of people are squares. They just don't know. Okay. You can get the best business tips, right. You can't become what they not. You can get the best business tips because, anyway, let's just go.
Decades were you a pimp for?
Well, man, once a pimp, always a pimp. So I'm 60, so I'm looking at 6 decades right now in the ism.
6 decades. Now, my audience.
What's going on, Cap? Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Support the game, y'all. We need at least 2 to 3 people on the Cash App. Come on, man. Let's get it. All right. So they're about to go into some intricate stuff. So let's get it.
It's very diverse, but I understand that the game and the lifestyle,
Well, I mess with his chain. He got the flower of life chain. Okay.
It's really just a microcosm of the bigger game of the real life, and a lot of the game and a lot of the lessons are transferable. So it's a lot of information that you have that can still help these guys and help these women and bring some clarity, So first things first, how many women did you have at your height?
I had 16 women.
16 women. See, and that seems unbelievable to some of these regular guys out here,
Right. I could bet.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep one.
It's hard enough for them to keep one or even get one, right. Let alone having 16, let alone having 16 women, not just having them, but them really having to keep you by giving you money, by giving you different things.
This man was 160 toes in. All right.
I'm gonna keep you, so try to break that down for the regular people out here. What was it about you when the average man could barely get one and keep one, and you was able to have 16, really socking into your pockets and giving you everything they had every night?
Well, you got to look like you are. Who you say you is, that's how you got to pull up. So a lot of times, these guys get out here, Goldie, Brother Gang God, they be selling these bras dreams. I ain't never sold dreams. I made dreams come true. So, you know, a lot of bras, you know, they would get with me and they get leveled up, minks and diamonds, and got their own vehicle. And the other bras be like, hey man, you got to get with Ken. You know, he got a real program over there. My program was so strong, and every time somebody was selling a dream, they was selling me, because I was the dream. You know, hey, we're gonna get some jewelry, we're gonna get Rolls Royce, we're gonna get minks and diamonds. I pull up with all that. So, you know, that was one of my secret sauce. It's just, you know, being, you know, you got to look really, really well. You know, you got to dress really, really well. You got to speak really, really well. You know, you got to be the best that you speak. You know,
right.
Speak with two tones, the one in your mouth and the one in your shoe. You got to walk that walk and talk that talk. And that's why a lot of females were attracted to me, because I was the message that I bring.
Shout outs to my bro, blessing the game. He said, bless the game. Shout outs to my bro, Ebo Sosa, dropping a huge $10 on the Cash App. Man, and if you're not subscribed to Ebo Sosa, y'all tripping, man. If you're not subscribed to Ebo Sosa, y'all tripping, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to Ebo Sosa, and yes, thank you, bro, for supporting Player Talk Reparations. Let's get it. Hold on.
More. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Shout outs to D-Mac. Shout outs to the truckers in the building. Shout outs to the truckers in the building. Shout outs to everybody getting it in this weekend.
I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
All right. Shout outs to everybody watching in the clouds, player hating.
I would like to thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little. I hate you, I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Yeah, man, y'all go ahead and sub to Ebo Sosa. Dropping gems. Bro, Ebo Sosa hey look, and he gonna get into them neuro-linguistic. He already is, but I mean, if you into it, he gonna get into them neuro-linguistic gems too. All right. Yeah, you know, ism. They, you know how the game go. The suckers got their place too. You know, we got onlookers. Shout outs to Antisocial Socialite Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, share, support Player Talk Reparations. I appreciate you. Shout outs to Tech Rel in the building. What's going on, player? All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get back into this game, man. This gonna be interesting.
Like that, man. I preach that all the time. A lot of dudes, they want to talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. It's harder to walk the walk and talk the talk, but they don't want to get that back part. They just want to sound cool. What you saying is you got to be who you present yourself to be, and you got to present the best.
Yeah, establish principles and forever live accordingly. We talked about that in the other podcast. So, you know, a lot of times, dude, you know, even to this day at 60, dudes be like, damn, OG, you know, you still, you know, got all your jewels and all your tools, you know.
I see you.
I mean, I brought my trapper down here. My trapper's a 560 2022. So, you know, and niggas just ain't doing it like that. So, you know, I've been doing it like that since I was a kid, you know, houses in different states. So bras are attracted to that. You know, even younger bras be still trying to get at me, brother, gang God. They be sweating me like a sweatshirt. I be like, nah, baby, you don't qualify. You know what I'm saying? I'm leveled up. My game is too advanced.
That's big. You said two things. So one, presentation is everything. You know, you got to look like $1 million if you're going to ask for $1 million. But number two.
Yeah, you got to represent. You got to represent your program. Pay attention. There's a lot of things that you can learn that somebody's applying in a more extreme, under more extreme conditions than what you're operating under. So if you seeing somebody apply certain things under more extreme conditions, you should be able to, you know, rule or, you know, have dominion over what you got going on. These are the things that you need to learn, not putting somebody on the track. dress the role. Gold for the money. Well, green for the money, gold for the honey. All right.
You were saying some women don't qualify, and I feel like that's a big thing to point out, because a lot of these dudes, they just accepting anything, right? And what you saying is they got to choose you, but you got to choose them back. They have to qualify to even be able to deal with you. Break that down if you can.
Have you ever had a pretty woman? She was so pretty that you thought she was God's gift to men, but but I'm saying she wasn't shit.
I know. Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So so pretty is what pretty does.
That's straight up.
I had some bras that look like I ain't never had no ugly bras, but I had some bras that look like they went all that, but they brought in the most money. You know what I'm saying? They was most dedicated. You know?
Yeah, that's real. That's real, Devin D. That's real. But see, you have to have some tact too, because what Mom Duke said is true. But you don't want to fall into the rat race, because like that's a lot of things. That's a big deal with black people. With us, we like to spend our riches trying to look rich. You know what I'm saying? So like I tell you guys, you don't have to spend the most money. And I mean, even women will tell you this too. I mean, like if you don't got the most money, I mean, pick a pair of shoes that's comfortable. Get them in all different type of colors. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things I used to do back in the day, like if I did accessorize, it'll be hat, belt, shoes. You know what I'm saying? Hat, belt, shoes. And then you can just get regular jeans and white tees or black tee or something like that, and then probably get you a nice necklace or something on your arm and stuff like that. So the thing is that you got a lot of guys that's up there in age now that this stuff seems it seems juvenile to them, but it's like, bro, if you didn't do this while you was a juvenile, you wouldn't understand it. So now you putting yourself in a position where now you want somebody else to fucking walk you back into something you never walked into before. And these are the people that's running around criticizing, you understand, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. We're gonna get into the game, y'all. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. A lot of the Manosphere mascots, we got to talk about it. I mean, we got into it. Shout outs to Ty City. We had a really good conversation on it a couple of shows back, where people was like, well, who was gonna be the face of the space back in the day? And they didn't want Angry Man to be the face of the space back in the day because they quote unquote felt that he dressed like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He dressed like a Pookie and stuff like that. So a lot of people thought that Kevin Samuels was more so of the you know what I'm saying? He more so looked the part. But what was very misleading is that Kevin Samuels, even in the Manosphere, was an anomaly. And they did the same thing with the Passport Bros. They tried to make Austin Holloman the face of the Passport Bros when Austin Holloman don't look like the Passport Bro. You know what I'm saying? And then the crazy part is that if somebody was to sit there and vocalize, like let's just say like if somebody was to sit there and be like, hey, well, since you want to make him the face or something, why don't you start dressing more like Austin Holloman since y'all are making him the space muse? You know, because that's really what it is. It's a muse, you know, when you think about it. But it's like people aren't aspiring to be that muse, but they want to be inspired by, you know, it's some weird stuff. Because look at women. Even women that don't look like Cardi B will still try to dress like Cardi B. And it was a little bit too. It was more the content creators, but they weren't doing it righteously. You want to do it righteously. Like when Kevin blew up, a lot of y'all favorite content creators, they hide that shit now. But a lot of y'all favorite content creators start wearing suits and really trying to look the part. They became, those were the first wave Samuelites before he passed away. And then you had the second wave Samuelites coming in, you know. So a lot of brothers, if you know, they keep harping, you know, telling, oh, Cooter, nobody cares about the history. Oh, you better care about the history because you're going to be doomed to repeat it. Moving off of false pretense and don't know why. But then you got people that are judgmental. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you can dress like a certain type of style. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you know and you're comfortable and you can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Most people can't pull it off, you know. Kevin Samuels would look crazy wearing hip hop attire. Not because he'll look crazy wearing hip hop attire, but because his clothes will be wearing him and he won't be wearing the clothes, you know? So your demeanor and all that other stuff too gotta really kind of match, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people went after him, especially pastors. You didn't see a lot of PIs come after him and nothing like that. But look at what Ken got on. He got on a suit. So when he was blowing up, he basically tried the suit. And what I mean by tried the suit, that he was testing the suit. Like a lot of guys will look at him and be like, yo, what's to you? You know what I'm saying? But studies show though, y'all, that if you do wake up every day and actually put on a suit, your productivity does increase. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then you got guys like Bill Gates, you got guys like Jay Leno, you got guys like Myron. Look at the numbers drop as soon as I start talking about profiling and styling. Look at that. I'm telling you, these dudes have a hard time. Look at the numbers. Look at it just drop by half. It rubs them the wrong way. They curse Kevin out about this shit. Pay attention, y'all. So some people, what they do is they wear a uniform. And when you buy the same clothes, even for like 10 years, you save a lot of money. All right, let's get it.
You know, so a lot of times, you know, a woman have to, you know, sometimes I will, you know, when I was young, like you said, I would turn a tramp into a champ, a false one to a boss one.
Yeah.
Now, you know, they got to come already made because I don't have time for a fixed up garbage can.
Right.
So a fixed up garbage can is a woman, she got nice boobs, she got nice teeth, she got pretty hair, her hair done, her eyes is green, red, blue, whatever you want to call it. And you know what I'm saying? She got all the trappings of a prostitute or of a money getter, right?
Yeah.
But she got toxicity.
Right.
She got too much toxicity in her life and she's too toxic. And you know, she's so worried about what these girls that's doing don't even look half as beautiful as her. You know, she's just so concerned about what's going on, and that makes her ugly. So that's why I mean she don't qualify.
Tell them what the saying is. Just cause she a good looker don't mean she a
good hooker.
You know what I'm saying? So pretty is what pretty does, man. And that's a real principle right there that you should live by. Pretty is what pretty does. It's what she does for me that makes her look good to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And these dudes, they play it the opposite way. If she beautiful, you know, she a 10. To me, it's what she do for me to make her a 10. Man, if you're doing everything that I like, you bringing it to me like you're supposed to, you treat me well, then you a 10 in my eyes. I don't care what you look like. And it goes to show too, you know, the saying, you know, you could put a wig on a pig. And I feel like a lot of these dudes, when you come from the lifestyle and you come from the game, you learn how to put a wig on a pig. So therefore, because you know how to do it, you know when you see it, and you know when you see it.
You ain't got no game.
Yeah, and you know when you see it, you know you can see a pig with a wig.
That other girl was a wig on a pig on fig. So
and most of these dudes out there, because they ain't come from the game, they don't have the experience. They looking at pigs with wigs and they overvaluing them. But me and you, we have X-ray vision and we can see what we looking at.
Give you an example. One of my first bottom chicks, right? We went to New York. I mean, she was hoeing like the house was on fire. checking in like dirty laundry. You know what I'm saying? Just stacked up, right? And so I thought that she was all that. You know, we went cross country. We spent about 8 years together. Then I got this white broad, right? I'm talking about gorgeous, zero fat, blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? I can't say her name, but she was one of my best persons, right, that I did business with. And this broad, man, she would go to the grocery store.
Can somebody send me the video of Zoom to Thailand getting body slammed? I didn't see it. I heard it's crazy.
I'm talking about in some jogging suits or some Nikes and come back for $2,000-$3,000.
Oh, that's a real one.
Yeah. I mean, she was just a whole magnet, you know, and tricks magnetized towards her. But I thought this broad that I got, because that was my first rodeo, I thought that this was really, you know, what it was. You know, this is how the game was. You know, I was checking 8s and 9s and 10s. She'd get a 35. She'd catch a live trick every now and then. I thought that was up until I met a broad that got 5s and 10s on a regular. You know, guys just would die over her. She was that beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know who I'm talking about that know me. They know what I'm talking about. The blonde hair, blue eye, white chick that I have for 17 years. You know, she was just a cold chick, and she looked good all of the entire 17 years that we was down. And you know, like I said, man, we can go. Her situation was so different than the ducks, right? We call black girls ducks. So we call them ducks because they quack too much. We call white bitches swan. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I'm saying? The swan, I would take her into different environments, right? And we might bring, a couple of bands, because that's how confident she was in her horn. You got bitches that are confident, you got bitches that are competent. It's a difference.
Right.
She was competent and confident.
So are you saying that it was her looks that really got her to the next level and got you that next level?
No, it was her competency.
Okay.
She knew she was a pro, not a prostitute.
Right.
She knew that she could go in any environment, and like she don't even like to dance. But if we was somewhere in a hick town or something, and it was a strip club, she'd go in there, she'd go run up about 8-9 bands in one day. Just because that's how good she looked, and that's how much game she had. So like we said, hey, how you look is how you hook. But when you look in hook, hey,
man, right?
So
superstar.
So that goes to your question. You say, who qualified? Now, once I started dealing with her, then this other, I had a brunette. You know what I'm saying? I got about 8 deep in snows. Right? It was snowing. I had it snowing in July. You know what I'm saying? I had it snowing in June. I had it snowing in all the hot summer days. I had it snowing. Because if they weren't snowing, I wouldn't go. I'm talking about the almighty whitey, the Caucasian with persuasion, the funky hunky. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about qualified. Yeah. So now, unless she's a tall, dark-skinned, beautiful black sister, she had to be tall and dark-skinned, cocoa brown complexion. I wouldn't fuck with her because, that's the only thing that those people in that business would accept other than a European. Right. Or exotic, or female, white, Asian, different persuasions, other than African American.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is you got to know what you're looking for. You just gonna accept anything.
Well, I think you got to know your craft. You know what I'm saying? I think.
No, I'm saying you, as far as what you were looking for that had to qualify. You.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I was skillful at knowing, after so many years, what works and what don't work, right?
Right.
Tattoos, bullet wounds and all that shit don't work for me.
Man, I think that's big because a lot of these dudes, they just taking anything. They don't really have any requirements or any standards. If she coming, he gonna accept it, and that's why he doesn't get further in his situation because he doesn't have qualifications, he doesn't have standards, and you only gonna get what you get. If you taking low level, you only gonna get so much out of that. And you saying you was only taking high level, but you could only get high level because you was a high level man.
Well, a lot of guys, right? They think they pimping, right? But it ain't pimping, it's mispimping. Yeah. And mispimping ain't no pimping at all.
Break that down.
So basically, what I'm saying. If, a broad come to you, she say, yeah, man, I'm choosing up. Here's 30,000, but I need 15,000. You get a broad half, right? Okay, that don't fit with the psychology of the game. Right. Because the game is, I'm the God. I control everything. I control you, your mind, your body, your soul, everything.
Right.
So that means I have to control the money as well.
Exactly.
So how can I control your soul, your mind, and your body when I can't control the money? But a lot of guys, they miss pimp because they like, man, I'm gonna take this money because I can use this 15. But when you got principles, like, man, I promise you, man, I had bros, man, come at me and try to make deals, and bro, I wouldn't accept the deal for nothing in the world. I stood on my principle.
Man, that's
and
big.
Guess what? They always would come back. I tell this story. It's a funny story. So this one sister, right? You know what I'm saying? This was, I was still dealing with sisters at the time. She worked at this African American club, right? And I would go in there, but she was a dyke. She was a full-fledged dyke. So I would go in there and I would sweat her. And she like, I like women, woo, you know what I mean? And I be cussing her out. You know how we do it, peace. I'm cussing her out and calling her all kind of names and said, this is why, you misguided, undecided, you need to quit making the mistakes, messing with frosted flakes, you know what I'm saying? I'm just popping at her, right?
Yeah.
But then, she tried to give me some money one time, and I told her, man, I don't want that shit. I said, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Is that all you got? Is this the half that you was talking about giving me? And then, so one day, we was in Indianapolis. I seen her. Her name Alizé. She was on Pimps Up, Hold Down. You seen the little skirmish between her and that dyke bitch. She went back to dyking though, but she gave me all the money.
Yeah.
And paid me, man, profusely for months. because I stood on my principles.
Man, that's big. That's big right there. You know, that translates into everything in life. When you don't stand on your principles, you're going to fall. And when you stand on your principles, you get respect. Because even that woman who come in the door, she might got 30,000 for you. She say she going to give you 15. Most dudes will jump at that not knowing. When you jump at that, you immediately lost her respect. And that's going to be short-lived anyway, because she knows that you can be bought and not paid. And you got to tell a woman what you always say, I get paid, I don't get bought.
I'm going to tell you something interesting, Brother Gang God. Every battle that I ever had with a bra, I'm talking about some bad bras about the money and the logic that I break down. Like, hold on, first of all, this lady, I said, just look at it like this. How you gonna tell me that you gonna keep the money, gonna do this, and you walk around here, you know, you stripping in front of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? You laying down with these tricks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you wanna come home and think I'm a trick, you wanna bring the, you know, when you come in, you got to wash the trick up off you, because, you know, it ain't no T on my forehead, this is a P, you know what I mean? So I'm popping at her, and we going through the motions, right? Yeah. And in every situation, they give me that. You know when you win, you know when you got them there, smile. I get them, bam, I win every time. And I tell dudes, man, yeah, a woman's job is to break you down to the last compound. That's what she do.
Right, it's the pee you out for real. It is the pee you out for real. So your own wife will damn near try to pee you out some days. But that's reassurance. I mean, it's not really something that you should get offended by. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, people want to know that people wake up in the morning and feel different. They always want to know they got a winning scratch card. All right, let's go.
Right. She want to make sure that she debates you. That's her job, is to debase a man. You know,
keep you on your toes a little bit.
I mean, a woman is not going to never accept no man that she don't put him through a challenge and he passed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because men are actors and women are reactors. Women are incubators. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you give them food, you know, they give you a meal. You know what I'm saying? If you give them semen, they give you a baby. Wherever you give them, they'll return. You know, men are actors, women are reactors. And that's what brothers got to understand. It's what you give that's going to determine what you get. You know what I mean? So if you give them some...
But see, that's the thing. A lot of the T's don't know that that's what they're being looked at like. So why in the blue hell would the space promote that? You see what I'm saying? But it's a lot of dudes that give up and they don't care. They're like, look, I don't care. Sell me the sizzle. Make me feel like I'm not a T.
Sucker shit. You gonna get some sucker shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
A lot of go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, and a lot of dudes, right? The biggest mistake dudes do is they'll go and they'll break on their bra, right, Goldie, and then they'll go take their money and they'll make it rain in the strip club.
Disrespectful, ain't that?
Well, you know, that's why I be trying to tell these dudes, oh man, P, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's just the catch hand, you know what I'm saying? No, the catch will come for the hanging. I said, yeah, but she gonna always have in the back of her head that you making it rain in the club.
Right.
You can't make it rain in the club. And if you do, go all the way to Puerto Rico and make it rain. Don't make it rain on the turf where you're playing. You can't eat where you shit, homie. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? These niggas ain't even got no discretion. They ain't even discreet about it. Then you wonder why the game is effed up. The game effed up because there's a lot of suckers out here doing a lot of sucker stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying, when brothers like us come around and we standing on principles, they looking at us like we foreigners or we extraterrestrial. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all must be from Mars. They said men are from Mars and women are from Venus. They really think we from Mars.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Let me get to some of these questions that they had for you yesterday. Okay, so I was having this conversation on my live and, you know, just talking about how women, you know, these dudes is having problems with dating women and things like that, playing with their time, you know, spending a whole bunch of money.
Because somebody dropped a video in the chat of Zoom to Thailand getting body slammed. Somebody said Zoom to body slam. God damn. That's crazy work. Yeah, it's an old man's game. That's what I was saying. But see what the younger generation is doing, because even girls knew young dudes didn't do that. You know, go buy you some Jordans and go get 20 more women. Young dudes never did that. Young dudes, they got a IROC Z to go fix up. You know what I'm saying? They engine knocking and they cutlass. They're not spending their money on that. But what the young dudes try to do to think that they can outsmart everybody, not just the old dudes, is that they try to use the game to supply their and the girls do it too. They try to use the game to supply their dating pool. They try to use the game to supply their dating pool. And then, like I said, the internet has made everybody's dating pool greatly rise. And one of the worst things that can there's two things that can happen to you that's one of the worst things ever when you're a Gen Z or you're young and you coming up in the next generation. One of the worst things you could ever do is have an internet personality given to you before you even develop your own personal personality. One of the worst things you can ever have is a social media before you have a social life. You understand what I'm saying? Most people don't have a social life. They have a social media, you know? And then people, like I said, even here, like I showed y'all how dudes flip-flop depending on whose chat they in and shit like that and whose page they on. People flip-flop. Like you could be a gump on Instagram, but the man on YouTube, you know? And then the cool dude on Facebook. Like, it's crazy. And then the funny thing is now, you know, like I said, when we were coming up as millennials, we were beta testing all of that stuff. Now, y'all tripping, man. If you know, you better have like some type of online business or some type of online work or something like that, or your real work and stuff like that. If you have a Tinder or a Hinge and stuff like that, and you're a plumber, hey, you better have your plumbing service on that Tinder or that Hinge. Yeah, you might not be able to catch a date, but you can catch a customer. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is, that's free promotion. But nobody's looking at it like that because they're like, okay, well, in my real life, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna try to seriously make a dating y'all don't even seriously make a dating profile. Even if you're making a dating profile, you got to spend at least a little bit of money and get some headshots taken and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm putting together my bookkeeping business and stuff like that. I got to go find who does like really good headshots out here and stuff like that, and go take a professional headshot and go use that, you know. Or shit, if you got a good AI generator and stuff like that that doesn't look janky, you can use that. You know, there's a lot of different things you got to do. So, you know, one of the worst things you could ever had handed to you is a social media before you had a social life, or you know, or a social media personality before you have a social life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like even the average person with just an account has a shtick that they probably got to live up to, even if they're not a content creator. Low key, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Every single one of y'all are content creators if you're on social media commenting and doing whatever you're doing. You just don't know it yet. But you're not a content creator in the sense of what I'm doing or what other people might be doing and things like that. But anybody that participates, or even if you're a letter or an avatar, kind of fairly create content. You post stuff on your wall, you put out, you know, hey, there's what it is. Yeah. All right. So don't focus on the shtick. You need a lot of people. I'm telling y'all, you gotta get off social media for a little bit and really start building up your real life. You know what I'm saying? Because now people are using social media to imitate real life, when social media comes from, you know, from people that live real life. But social media got its own legs. You understand what I'm saying? So don't conflate the two.
And not really get nothing in return. And I said, you know, it made me think of in a game.
Ain't nobody in this space dropping these type of gems. Niggas are just on panels arguing and shit like that. So I really hope you guys are taking in this message and soaking up this game and getting this mental chewing gum, man. Y'all support the show. Y'all's Player Talk. 2 hours and 8 minutes into the madness. Hit the like button. Support the show. Let's get it.
You know, break down first what a choosing fee is and what a interview fee is.
Okay, so like a choosing fee.
Yeah, it blurs the line. Absolutely.
Is when a broad come from some ism, and she choosing up. You know what I mean?
And so she want to get with the man.
Yeah, she already with some ism, and she coming and she choosing up, or she just left some ism and she coming to choose up. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you got to serve that dude when she choose up. Now, an interview fee is like, you know, you might be sitting down with a broad, what I'm saying? She at the strip club. She got a bag of ones or something. She got a bag of 20s or something. You might like, hey, look here, little mama. You know what I'm saying? I want to fuck with you, but you know, some real ism right here. You know what I'm saying? So look here, you understand me? Why don't you check that little money in, and then I'm going to show you.
And then people be wondering why there's a choosing fee and stuff like that, because she may have habits from somebody else that laced her with something, and she may be doing something a little bit wrong, and it's like, okay, damn, I gotta damn near spend money, time, and resources from breaking you out of your old habits that's not getting you nowhere. That's why you chose up. You know, you got to be able to convey this to people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit crazy, man. I'm not telling y'all to get into no fucking lifestyle, but that's really the same thing going on. And then the funny thing is that I'm not telling you to be a P, but think about women that go from boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend. Sometimes you got to break them old habits, or it's like, okay, yeah, you did that with your ex, but you with me now. This is what I require. You understand what I'm saying? So even take that in a square context.
What my program be about, you know what I mean? And we're gonna make it make sense. And then, you know, you're gonna break her on the spot. You know what I'm saying? That's an interview.
Right.
Because she didn't choose up. You know what I'm saying? You asking for the money. She ain't giving you the money. You asking for the money. I like to be chose with my mouth closed. I hate working at a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That because it's always a long shot, brother, gang guy, because you may not hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
she don't turn out.
So, but you know, I'm always so fresh and so sharp. Like I said, I'm 60 years old, man. I don't even, man, I ain't even in the game. I ain't got a picture of a bitch. Don't want a bitch. But man, I still get action like I was because I still carry myself the same way.
If they don't take nothing from this interview, it's all about presentation. You want to get chose with your mouth closed, and I'm big on getting chose.
Yeah.
You know, a player gets chose. You know, he knows how to put himself in position to be chose.
Man, you know how many bras ask me about you? Man, they all in my thing. Who was that kid? I'm like, well, oh, now y'all want, now we cool, huh? Now we can talk, right? Yeah, man. They all been asking about you because, you know, when I was young, I was.
Yeah, I remember you said something, Ty City. I know what sector you talking about.
Goldie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I stayed fresh. When I was your age, I stayed fresh.
I learned that, you know, you was campaigning the hardest, man. I used to hear about you, how you used to campaign, you know.
But that's the game. That's why I said, you know, whatever you do, you're gonna be successful. Because you're right. Presentation is first and foremost. You know, when I go to business meetings and stuff like that, you know, I don't go in there with a frown on my face. I'm like, how y'all doing? I shake everybody's hand. I light the room up, you know, and I generally leave closing the deal.
Right.
You know, so that's, you know, I talk to my bankers like that. No banker gonna give you a loan if you walk in there with an attitude.
Right.
You know.
Right. But back to what I was saying, I was just trying to make a correlation. Like I was saying, man, the game is just a microcosm of a bigger macrocosm of life. And what I was saying was these guys, they have problems with these women playing with their time, taking them out on dates, spending money, and not catching a woman. And if they use the same principles in the game, hey, if you even want to sit down with an interview, I need an interview fee. A lot of women wouldn't be playing. And that's what the fee in the game is for. It's because if you don't make that woman pay for your time, then she gonna play.
It cuts out the extra games that they can play
with you. But guess what? If she pay for your time, you know she's seriously interested. And I feel like dudes should go back to that in real life. Hey, if you want to go on a date, you pay for it. I guarantee you might not catch as many dates, but the dates you do catch is gonna be a woman who's really interested in you.
Hey, the blind chick I was talking about, you know, the one that I had for 17 years, right? We was on the phone and we would be talking, right? She would, you know, this is what she chose us. She would call me and I'm like, hey, I'm busy. You know, I'm busy. She got so
hold on, give me 1 second, Cap. I'll take a look at it. Give me 1 second.
Past that, she said, so okay, what I need to do?
Right. Make them sweat.
And I went to her town, I met her, and she, you know, she gave me a healthy fee, right? Because, you know, even though in the inside of me, I was like, I liked her on every level. She was beautiful, zero fat, you know, cold body for a white girl, you know, got money, but I still had to, you know, I had to get that fee. Cause I knew, and that's why she stood, every nigga in her town tried to have her, but she stood with me so many years, you know, cause she knew, cause she was in the game, she had been with a couple dudes, she knew it was nothing in the world like me, you know what I mean, that she had in common up to then, you know what I mean, because she was like, you know, and she retired the game. She retired, you know, I was the last, you know, guy that she gave some ends to, right? But, you know, that to go to tell you what I'm saying, it works so profoundly that here it is, you know, years, you know, here it is me standing on her for like 2 months, her calling me, I'm always busy, you know, whatever. And I'm telling you, bro, when I seen her, it was another bro, one of her partners, got at me first. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking over her like, you know, like she a brunette.
Hold on, y'all. Damn, he picked him up and walked with him. All right, hold on, y'all. Just in. Damn, zoom to Thailand. Damn, why all of this footage be looking like it's filmed in the 90s? Hold on, bro. Hold on, y'all. Zoom the timeline, got body slam. Hold on. Damn, bro put down his bags. Oh, man. Richie. Damn, you don't get picked up like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, them body slams be swift, too. Them joints be quick. Hold on, y'all. Next minute, you in the air. This man got put in the torture rack. Ooh. Okay, he airbound, y'all. Damn. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on. No pun intended. God damn. Hold on. He in the air now. My man put down his bag. God damn. He tried to throw a leg kick. He tried. Larry, you hell, man. Shit. I ain't gonna lie though. He got the type of girlfriend that'll nurse him back to health, bro. He gonna have to spin the block, man. Damn. What's going on, John? Checking in from the good MIA. What's going on, player? Bro, god damn. Yeah, if a nigga pick you up, you gotta get licked up, man. Godzilla. Hey. Damn, light-skinned dude's been taking L's all summer, man. Yeah.
Dude, she a bad white bitch too, you know. I'm looking over her and I'm looking at her. She said, "Oh, you like that, huh? You like that, huh?" So we was in this one club, then we end up, I seen him in another club before, you know, the night was over with. When I saw him,
that's
said,
crazy.
Yeah. That's how, you know, we swapped information. And, you know, like I told her, you know, woo, you know, hey, man, this what you're going to need to do, man. You know, you're going to need to make this happen like that, you know. I mean, my fee was $10,000 at the time, but I take it $5,000, you know. I take half right now, you know what I mean? Because it's a choosing fee, you know. And you can work up to the other half, get to the 10. So, you know, she was like, you know, bullshitting, but she came with 12. You know, she said your choosing fee is 10,000.
Oh, she reached you more.
She gave me 12. She said, "Cause I ain't the average bitch."
Oh, see that right there?
Yeah.
But you know, she only did that because you showed to be a next level man that she couldn't conquer right away. So you was a challenge to her. So what I'm hearing right now is 1, presentation. 2, you got to have high standards and qualifications for the woman. And 3, you can't be too accessible.
Okay, let's talk to the squares. Okay, all you squares out there, look, man, whenever you have a woman that you're pursuing or you're trying to court, you know, the only advantage that you have is that you're standing on something. You know, a woman want a man to be either intelligent or to be making a lot of money.
Get your respect at the door.
Because it's some type of advantage that you got to give yourself. Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X say a man should be 7 years a woman senior. You know, it's a reason why, because women mature way faster than men. That being said, so you know what I mean, if you don't have a lot of knowledge, if you don't have a lot of wisdom, then you know she's going to use her wisdom and her knowledge against you, and she's going to try to little boy you. But you know what I'm saying? But if you got some wisdom and some knowledge, and every time you talking to her, you level her up, or you're not raising her skirt, but you're raising her intelligence, then you're gonna always have the advantage. And when she marry you, one of the things that you got to do, especially once you lock a broad down, you got to always reinvent yourself. Women is not going to like complacency. You can't be complacent. You got to keep elevating. You know, today you in real estate, tomorrow you a lawyer, the next day you doing something else. But don't never stay doing the same thing, because she's going to get comfortable. And when she get comfortable, just like any other thing, that's when she started to wonder. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of divorces become, because men get too comfortable. You get to playing NBA 2K. You get to doing all this square stuff. You know, you get to hanging out with the boys playing football, and you forget that you got a real woman at home that you got to stand on.
Man, hey, that was too much game right there. They need to pay for shit like that.
Hey, it's for sale, man. Free 99.
Hey, you know, I used to say it all the time, man. I'm like a fixed Rubik's Cube. Just when you think you got me figured out, I change again, you know? Because as soon as a woman figure out a puzzle, what does a woman do when she's done with a puzzle? She put the pieces back in the box, you know, and move on to another one. So you got to stay moving, stay evolving. And I love what you said. You got to stay 7 years her senior. You got to stay 7 steps ahead of her. Don't raise her skirt, raise her intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's some game right there.
Listen, brother gang God, man, listen. 99% of my success come from being a thinking man. See, if I give my brothers and sisters out there to think, they'll say themselves. You know, the problem is we don't think, because the thought was the cause of all. See, the sin don't lie in the act, it lies in the thought. You got to think it before. It got to be in your head before it be in your hand. You ain't just bought that chain. That chain had to be mentally designed.
Yeah.
That is a custom chain. Yeah. That's how you got to do with your life. You got to custom your life. Just like that Rolls Royce you got outside that's gold. Yeah. You had to think about that. You got to think about everything you do when you're dealing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just can't. You know, man, I got so many tricks and trades, man. I mean, it would cost $1 million for me on how I deal with women. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother interview.
Right.
You know, just dealing with women, man, the psychology of dealing with women, man. I make women, I don't say I make, well, my woman, you know what I'm saying? Everything that come out of my mouth is instructions. Hey, excuse me, little mama, I need you to cook me some eggs. As soon as you cook that, hey, I need you to go run me some bath water. After she run the bath water, hey, little mama, I need you to go get my slippers, right? You know what I'm saying? I need to put my house shoes on. Then after that, hey, little mama, I need you to run to the store and grab me some fruit. It's 9 o'clock at night. Look, mom, I need you to go run and give me some fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the minute, you know, like, let's use the pimping, for example. Hey, what's up, bitch? Hey. That's the first introduction, right, to most pimps. 2 or 3 weeks later, they playing video games, or they on the phone. Yeah, man, just check 10,000. Now she looking at you like, nigga, what happened to the pimping that you gave me out the door? Niggas run out of pimping, and then they wonder why the bras run off. Yeah. They run off because it's a 24-hour job.
Ern woke up today and chose violence. What's going on, Ern?
Yeah.
Being a husband is a 24-hour job. Being a wife is a 24-hour job. You can't never stop. You got to always, hey man, the same thing it took to get your baby hooked is gonna be what it's gonna take to keep her.
Man, and they forget that part. It's easy to catch them. It's what you do with them after. That's where the real work comes in.
That's like my mentor always say. He said, Ken, it's easy to get money, but it's hard to keep it.
Yeah.
Everybody know how to get millions.
Yeah.
But don't you mean now people know how to keep them?
That's
Well, I mean, the thing is, sending her out at night and having her do things for him, it's a male shit test also. That's what's not being said. It's a male shit test also. You know, it's like, okay, what is she gonna go, you know, what lengths are she gonna go through, you know, to get things done for him? Is she gonna be combative? You know, sometimes you gotta do those type of shit tests so people can be used to doing things for you. You understand what I'm saying? So they got to think twice when they not finna do things for you, or they feel they don't want to do things for you. So that's really what that is.
Don't too many people know what saving investment. People don't know how money works. People don't know how to use money. You know, and the same thing with females. A lot of niggas can catch a bitch.
Right,
don't know what to do. But hey, man, I seen niggas catch a bitch, pull up in a Bentley and leave in a motherfucking bucket with their pants holding up with a shoestring because they ran out of pimping.
Yeah.
And me and you got into it. He said, Ken, I'm gonna take all your money. I said, cool, go take the money, man. Just let me keep my game, man.
Right. It's just worth.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get some more money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas be looking for their game like they lost some cigarettes. Where my game at? And the bitches looking at them like, they get a call, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. And they wonder where the disrespect come. Nigga, disrespect come from the bitch that peep your game, nigga.
Yeah.
You live in the glass house, nigga. Don't throw rocks if you live in the glass house.
And I think that's what a lot of dudes in the game for sure. I've seen it and outside.
The funny part is that you got a lot of clowns in the space that reduce this to a caricature. And like I said, it protects it because it's like, okay, you think this person's a caricature. Okay.
To the game, a lot of dudes are presenting a presentation that's not really them, thinking a woman ain't gonna figure it out. She might not tell you she figured it out, but her actions towards you show you that she knows she figured it out. When she's a little bit more disrespectful, when she's a little bit more resentful towards you, it's because she done figured you was a fake ass nigga and what you presented to me was not the truth. You are not who you said you were. And what you saying is you was every bit of man you told her and showed her you was when y'all
And
met.
sometimes you got to play possum on a bitch, man. Right, I pulled up into Atlanta 4 years ago driving rental cars, you know what I'm saying? Took all the Jews off, you know what I'm saying? Just start, grinding and hustling and shaking hands and hobnobbing and making friends and connections in the town, right?
Yeah.
Then I pull up, brought the Bentley out, then brought the Benz out, then started putting the Jews on. I gradually eased up in them. So you could do the reverse on the bitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't let a bitch see your whole kit. You know what I'm saying? You don't let a bitch see your whole plan, right? So you might just, hey, pull up in some regular deck. You might just have on, a Barberry, no jewels, no even show the Rolls Royce. And then, let her get to know you. And then when you get to know you, and then you pull up in a Rolls Royce, she go like, and nigga, it's an instant lock.
I used to love doing stuff like that,
Goldie, that's an instant lock.
Yeah.
Dude, every motherfucker in Atlanta now like, goddamn, Ken, we didn't know you was woo-doo. They thought it was some regular shit.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, man? I had to play because I play chess, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing pawns when I first come to the town.
Yeah.
You understand? Then I started checkmate niggas. Then niggas started sending me on all the podcasts. They said, damn, this nigga on Big Fat. Drink Chat. This nigga got Boosie signed to it. This nigga Ice-T said, this nigga got, him and Rick Ross got a movie there. This nigga, wow, woo, this nigga did what? Nigga, he been on 60 million records? They didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I use that as an example. Now the whole town fucks with me. I got 10,000 members. My organization, big organization in the town. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I should do that in the game too. I pull up in the Altima. You know what I'm saying? I let them niggas get wrecked on my bitches. You know what I'm saying? They all sweat my hoes. Then I click Clark Kent to the Superman. I pull up the gate. It's on the mix, the diamond, the big old crowd ring, the mix. And man, I'm sweating everybody. And niggas chasing my car. Hey man, come on, man. Dog, I ain't got but one bitch, man. Come on, Ken, man. The bitch all in your business. I see the bitch looking at you, P. I said, all right, man, I'm gonna spare you, man. I'm gonna let you eat, man. But hey, man, look here, man. Y'all niggas was sweating my hoes, man. I ain't saying nothing, man.
Yeah.
I let y'all niggas get wrecked, man. Y'all niggas act like y'all was in the gym shooting 3-pointers, man.
And I think that's big. You talking about playing chess, not checkers, and a lot of these dudes, they only got one move. They not thinking outside the box. When they talking to the broad, they not even thinking
because
the
they trying to be you, Goldie. I never tried to be Bishop Don Juan. Yeah. I never tried to be Grandmaster.
Yeah.
Why would I want to be somebody else? A copy of somebody when I could be an original of myself.
No, that's a fact.
So
that's him shit testing them niggas, and he forced the dirty macking. You want to see how he gonna be accepted, and then he basically forced the dirty macking. Okay, let me see who's gonna be an ally, who's not gonna be an ally, who's dirty macking, who not dirty macking, who gonna try to take advantage of the situation, and who gonna rise to the occasion. So hey, shit test is the best.
So what happens is, peep this. This is a real game. And this is what I'm about to say. This is gonna blow your game because I lived it. So they see Goldie with the chain on, right? They see Goldie with the gold Phantom outside, Rafe. You know what I'm saying? He got the Barberry joint. So that's all they hustling for. Right. They want to get that. So they peep game. So they get the gold, they get the thing. All they doing is they peeping what Goldie do. But they don't have no game. They just peep game. Yeah. So when Goldie disappear, everything stopped.
Man,
and then you be like, damn, man, my nigga was balling, but he around here, y'all going to the 11, y'all going to Tootsie's, and y'all popping, pimping and shit. And this nigga, he leveling up, and he mashing at the bitch. Like, yeah, bitch, we gotta get this, we gotta get this. Yeah. And he get everything that you said that you got, and then you disappear on it, or you quit fucking with the nigga. What happened? This nigga fizzle out, man, just like a soda, man.
I used to say that shit all the time, man. Everybody try to peep game, but you know what happened when you peep game? When there ain't no more to peep, you run out of game. You run out of things to do. You run out of things to say. And that happens all the time, so.
And that's the answer to your question, bro. That's why it's so many lames out here, because they trying to be you, they trying to be me. And then when me and you don't give up no game, or we close our mouth, guess what? Them niggas, the true self come out and
turn the faucet off.
And the bitches blow up every time.
Man, and I try to tell them all the time, man, you getting on my Instagram, you watching Ken YouTube, you trying to peep game because you too cheap to pay for it and get the real game. Listen, we give thousands of crumbs of game, but it takes millions of crumbs of game just to make a slice of cake of this game. Y'all really not getting a lot. Y'all just game deficient, so a little bit is a lot to you. But if you don't get instruction with them game, you're gonna self-destruct.
Mm-hmm. And I see it all the time. A lot of my partners, man, they teethed and fell out. They got that needle in their arm, they got that pipe in their mouth, they got that bottle in their mouth, and they done. They 60 years old and done.
I got a real question for you, man, because everybody talk about, the glitz and the glamour of the things that you did, because you make it look good, right? You make it look good. You make that shit look real good. But what's the reality of the game, Because most of them, I would say, aren't doing it like you. I would say maybe you like the 5%. The majority of the game is almost like the majority of real life, middle class, just barely getting by. What do you think about that? You think I'm right on that estimate or wrong?
Well, one must study to show itself approved, Hey, man, people would say, Ken, what to study? I would say, study yourself.
Yeah.
You would well have studied yourself. You ask me what to study next, I say study yourselves. Your higher self and your lower self. Man have two selves, a higher self and a lower self. The higher selves are the mothers of the virtues and the harmony of life and breathe just as much as love, right? The higher self is with the lower self is with the higher self. It be hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything in arms. So one of the things that makes Pimpin' Ken is I stay in my higher self. I stay positive. You know what I'm saying? I write my goals down. You see what I'm saying? I visualize, I believe, whatever the mind believes it can see if it can achieve. I got a creative imagination. I see things before I be things.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm persistent. And, I read a lot. I educate myself. So a lot of dudes got the same game that I got. They can put on the minks and the diamonds. But had they read Think and Grow Rich, had they read Kiyosaki, had they read the 48 Laws of Power, Sun Tzu's The Art of War, had they read Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, had they read the Destruction of a Black Civilization, Mansa Musa. Yeah. So all of these things makes you a little bit more than what you are.
Yeah, you know,
because we don't make ourselves. You understand me? See, there's only one university I never graduated from, and that was the University of Life. Because life will show you something, each and every time. So I study people. A lot of people study plants and animals. I study people. So that's one of the things that make me successful. And I look at your mistakes, and I see where you going around. And, I double down, like me having 5 movies coming out in the next 2 or 3 months, called The Making of Artists. I would say me signing Boosie, me signing Ice-T, me, starting the hip hop fraternity, just being industrious, me being creative, have a creative imagination, a creative mind, and being able to organize people and delegate to people and be a great leader, being tolerant, being, being, practicing justice, being equitable to people. So, that's some of the things that comprise. So it's just, people always say Pimpin' Ken the Pimp, but they don't say the comma, the author. I wrote 2 books, The Art of Human Chess, you know what I'm saying? A study guide to winning. Very successful. The 48 Laws of Game, comma, the founder of Hip Hop Fraternity, comma, the founder of HHF Magazine, founder of HHF Radio, founder of HHF Awards, founder of HHF Clothing. You know, so you got to keep on reinventing yourself.
And I hear what you're saying, and I feel like that's big. You know, it's all about purpose. You have a purpose, and women always want to follow a leader.
Or diversification. That's the word I was looking for. You got to diversify, man. And you got to have vertical integration. So, you know what I'm saying? As you integrate, it's got to be vertical. So, you know, I'm always, you know, coming up with something. So everybody try to typecast me and say, he's a pimp.
Yeah.
And they wanted to put me there. Like, he's on Drink Champs. He's doing books now. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's got movies. He's doing that. And I never let.
And see, people be talking about the red pill, the blue pill, the black pill, and all these pills. And what they don't talk about in these spaces, you want like the black pill, for example. All they talk about is borderline gay shit and maintaining being an incel, when they really should be talking about enlightenment. They really should be passing around the Bhagavad Gita and Earl Nightingale, Eckhart Tolle, Sadhguru. They really should be passing around Carl Jung and you know they really should be passing around those texts. What's going on, Brother Love? Real player in the building. They really need to be passing around those type of doctrines, you know, chasing enlightenment and stuff like that. That's what they should be talking about. I'm not going to tell you that peas are enlightened, but I will tell you that don't be frightened if you find out that a pea is enlightened. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't be surprised if you can get, you know what I'm saying, a millennia, if you can get decades worth of game from somebody that you thought was a clown. And remember how I told y'all, like, you know, when you go chase information and especially the game, uncommon information, you always run into something. What's going on, Vader? What's going on, player? You always run into a wall where you thought you knew everything, and then now you get enlightened with some information, which always makes you go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? You should fall in love with the default, because you don't know everything. You know, no matter how far you get from the tree of knowledge, you gotta fall in love with the default, because somebody always gonna say something that's gonna spark something in you, and then you gotta be like, damn, okay, now let me kind of rethink everything. And that's kind of really a large part of a man's life, is to like rethink and refine and, you know, retune you know, something that, you know what I'm saying, that he may have possibly thought he knew, or not even to retune. You know, if you on your path and you on your main character energy type shit, you know what I'm saying, you always get new tools that you can add, you know what I'm saying, you know, to what you already got, you know what I'm saying. So you probably sharp as a whistle, and you like, man, I got this AK, I got this Draco, don't nobody need no tools. I you know what I'm saying, I'm you know what I'm saying, I got the monkey nuts on this joint, I got the 30, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't heard me. And a nigga be like, well, you know about a bayonet? What you talking about? Here you go. Here's a clip. Let me put this bayonet at the end of your AK, because they come with bayonets, or should. So this way you don't waste no bullets. Always gotta revamp, recalibrate, you know what I'm saying? And also too, if that's not where your mindset is at, if you up with the times, you know, Father Time will do that for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Make it so that you have to recalibrate or redo things and stuff like that. So we live in a pivotal time right now where you know, everything is getting revamped, you know, recalibrated, you know. So we got to prepare for this, you know, for the next 5 years, you know. So always have something that you're learning and something that you're doing, which is going to propel you forward. So like I said, arrows get pulled back before they shoot forward. So, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to hunker down and learn something that you never thought you would possibly be learning. Sometimes you got to, you know, be having something going on or doing something, you know, always be in pursuit of some type of information or knowledge. Or be on your main mission, or if you feel that you can get, knowledge or reps or something from like completing side missions and stuff like that, go ahead and get them side missions out the way. So by the time, shit come back around, you're going to be ready for it, or ready to go forward. So it is what it is.
Let a nigga put me in a box. You understand what I'm saying?
Say, you got to constantly be evolving, and women see that.
You know what the greatest test, Brother Goldie, is on the IQ test? The test that most people fail on that IQ test, you know what it is? You know that little thing that you got to draw the lines?
Yeah.
You got to connect the dots.
Without
nobody, the only way you connect the dot, the only way you connect it, you got to go outside the box and then you got to come back in.
That's some game, right?
And see, that's what people don't do. You know what I'm saying? That determines your IQ, the ability to step outside the box. That's your IQ, right? Your IQ is your intelligence quotient. Your EQ is your emotional quotient. But the quotient that don't nobody pay attention to is your AQ. That's your adaptability quotient, your ability to adapt to any situation. Sometimes to adapt to a situation, Goldie, you can't just say, I got this. No, you got to have an out-of-body experience. You have to get outside of your body, and you got to view the situation from outside of your body. Like, like right now.
Situational and versatility.
I can step outside of this interview, and I can look at what's going on. I said, Goldie want me to go in this direction.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, that's an out-of-body experience. Oh, man, this broad, she ain't falling for the ice cream. You know what I'm saying? She ain't falling for the fried ice cream. Let me go another route. Let me call the waitress and do something dramatic. Hey, look here, man, you're a very beautiful lady. You know what I'm saying? Hey, me and my lady, we appreciate what you're doing. I said, here. I got two hands. In one hand, it's $100. The other hand is $1 bill. Pick the one you want. She picked it, $100 bill. She said, oh, how you think she picked it? I said, because it was $200 bill. You know what I mean? Now she, now I got her talking like, and she's smiling. You see what I'm saying? You got the, out-of-body experience, man, is thinking.
Yeah, you thinking outside the box, and that's why we call them squares, because they thinking inside the box and can't break out the box. I got a question from from my live today.
You gotta have that third variable.
They wanted to know your opinion. What's the difference between a Mac and a pimp?
Well, a pimp, a real pimp, a real pimp, he pimp for the soul. So what that means is that, he don't give a fuck about the money. He don't give a fuck about the pussy. He don't give a fuck about no kisses, no love, and none of that shit. He just care about, look, bitch, I'm a pimp and I want your soul. A real pimp gonna pimp for the soul, meaning that he's gonna control. He won't control. He want to control that whole soul. Because you control the soul, you control the money, all that shit follow. That's a pimp's duty, is to get in his head. And you ever see bitches, man, you're like, hey, mom, what you doing out here? It's 3:00 in the morning. I can't go nowhere. My daddy don't play that shit. He's so far in her head that the police can't get it off the street. Her mama can't call her to get off the street. He got her soul. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Now, Matt, you understand me? He got a little bag over here. You understand me? He got a little business over here. He doing a little real estate. The bitch, he don't need the bitch soul. He just want the money because he like taking the money and he like the way it make him feel.
Right,
he like, nigga, I'm a real Mac. You know what I'm saying? I got this whole break
about business.
Breaking itself. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. But a pimp, he ain't going for that shit. A real one. You know what I'm saying? A real pimp, you know what I'm saying? He don't pimp with his dick head. He pimp with his big head. He ain't tender on the zipper. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna make no deals. He ain't fucking with Marty Hall, none of that shit. That's a real pimp. Very few niggas get to that level. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I was a real pimp, because I met a real pimp named Pimpin' Pope in prison. And I said, what the fuck you doing here in prison? I was a little young, wild nigga, knocking niggas out and shit. Being prison type nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he said, man, because dude, Sam jumped on my car and I shot him out. And so I said, man, I got one question for you, man. I said, man, I had hoes because I had Dirty Red at 16. So, I had my first hoe at 16. I said, man, what is the secret to pimping? He said, ain't no difference between an inner pocket hoe and an outer pocket hoe. He said, man, you got to have you have a triple bypass. You got to have all the sympathy removed from your heart. And that's a pimp. A pimp is a nigga with no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no
black pill.
No sympathy for no hoe because he understands that these hoes belong to the community. The bitch left her mama, she'll leave you. Mother had the bitch, mother fucked the bitch. I don't need the bitch, let the welfare feed the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a real pimp think. So when you see a nigga, you know what I'm saying, you know, the bitch get out, he riding around, he might have the Phantom or the Rolls Royce or the BMW or the Benz, and like, what's wrong with this nigga? He looking, asking nigga, hey man, you seen that bitch? You know what I'm saying? That nigga there, he ain't got no pimping with it.
So tell me, because there's a lot of dudes on here, and I get it in my messages all the time, you know, what do you tell these dudes who really ain't got a lick of game in them? They damn near 30 years old, 25, 26, 27, and they you know, infatuated with the game. They infatuated with your DVDs. They infatuated with who you used to be in.
Y'all be listening to dudes in the manosphere talking about some pimps or simps for real. Says a simp. Says a true
game. What would you tell them they trying to get into the game right now with no instruction, no mentor, no nothing? What would you tell them?
Hey man, keep on watching Michael Jordan, man. The 2-3 of the peak. Hey man, you know, hey man, I'm like Michael Jordan. It's a good game, man. This is the best show on town, man. The Pippin. So they love it, man. The squares love it, man. Everybody love it.
Would you recommend them watch it and love it from the side?
Well, what I'm saying, man, to all you squares out there who think you can, you know, read a book or, you know, look at a Pippin King DVD, man, this shit got to be in you, not on you. Hey, man, you got to been through some trauma, man. Hey, man, I was molested at 3 years old by my babysitter. You know what I'm saying? And she took my virginity as a kid. Hey, man, my mama, you understand, left me for dead in prison. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had bitches, you know what I'm saying? Me, you know, one of my first girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Me, Jackie, I say a motherfucking name because I'm still mad about the shit. Hey, man, Jackie ended up fucking a 29-year-old nigga. I walked in the house, you know, this nigga long dick in this bitch, ground fucking this hoe. And you know what I'm saying? I'm in love with this bitch, I think. I'm like, this my
desensitized.
My first girlfriend. I'm a kid. I'm 12 years old. Man, that shit just changed my whole perspective, man. My mama changed my perspective. This woman doing what she did really my perspective. So I think that how sisters who be hoes, you know, they've been raped.
And see, that's the thing. Like I said, you got to be black pilled because you don't even know what you're witnessing, even from a kid to an adult. You're seeing, because society will lie to you. You're seeing women at their lowest point. You're seeing them at their lowest point, even if they active. You're seeing them at their lowest point. You know, you're not seeing the fantasy, you're seeing the reality. And it's like, okay, you can show sympathy, but guess what? You're not gonna get no points from her for showing sympathy. You're not gonna get no points from her. And when you witness that, sometimes it's like, okay, damn, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. She can't sell you that fantasy like that. That's why it's a match made in heaven. It's a holy matrimony. That's why a trick can't possibly love a woman like that for who she is, because he never seen that side. Because if he did, shit, I'm not gonna say the trick gonna turn into the pimping, but that shit gonna fuck his head up. He, like I said, he looking for the sizzle. Anybody can sell steak, but can they sell the damn sizzle? That destroys all of that.
If there's little girls, that shit, man, it's got to be in you, not on you, man. This shit, it makes you. Your environment makes you. You know, the shit that I went through, it made me. The shit you went through, Brother Goldie, it made you who you are. You ain't just, this shit ain't just happening, man. If you go back into your mental psychic and you go back to your mental Rolodex, you're gonna see, damn, I experienced some shit. Ken said, oh, no, oh yeah, I remember that broad. I remember I liked her and she ended up fucking with my best partner. Oh yeah, man, I remember that broad, man.
Yeah, it's a simp path. It's the simp path.
You know what I'm saying? She left me for a dude that got a bigger bike. You know what I mean? And that should be in on you. And then, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, when a nigga, you understand me, you know, the most successful people, right, in business and ism and everything, they usually went through some trauma. You know what I'm saying? They've been through some traumatic, they had a series of failures. Most people are successful, they went through so many failures. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't just weighing all that jury. You're making a statement to somebody in your past, not somebody in your future. somebody in your past, you like, yeah, okay, bitch, you know, yeah, nigga, yeah, all you whole ass niggas, y'all sold all the dope, nigga, y'all, you know, y'all had the motherfucking sack bigger than Santa Claus.
Y'all tried to little boy me back then.
Y'all tried to little boy me, yeah, nigga, now what? You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know, somewhere out in nigga dome, they watching. Yeah. And you think people think it's you doing it for now. No, you doing everything for everything.
Yeah, he dropping some life game right now. He putting y'all on for real.
And I'm doing, it might be because of that young lady, you know what I'm saying, me, who violated me. It might be because, yeah, mama, you thought my brother is, I got 5 brothers, you thought he was gonna be this, you thought he was gonna be that. But look at me now. Right. You know what I'm saying, me? And you know, we do it subliminally. We don't even know we doing it. But we're making a statement. Every hoe out here, you know what I'm saying, she ain't just hoeing. You know what I'm saying? She been violated, man. 90% of the women I talked to in the game, they said that their uncles or somebody in their family molested them, and that makes them feel empowered. You know, it's a crazy thing. The hoeing is in them because, you know, if you imagine a young lady at 12 years old being molested till she's 15 by a grown man, and maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then everywhere she go, now that she done had sex, all these dudes want to have sex with her that's older. She know the power of her pussy, the power of the vagina. She got a different viewpoint. You know, she looking at the game from 30,000 feet, where the chick that ain't never had sex, she ain't had her virginity taken yet. She looking at it from another vantage point. So she.
And then the funny part is that you got endless dudes around here that'll make fun of this, and then turn around and go buy some pussy.
You got a different view from the game.
See man, these dudes simping for real, and the game ain't real, and there's no such thing as game, and yeah, I know everything, I know all about that stuff, and then you know what? I'm about to go buy some pussy. How you come out the pussy and spend the rest of your life trying to get right back into it? Spend all that, you came out the pussy and you spending all your life trying to get back into it. You see, these dudes are clowns, man. Don't listen to these dudes, man. These dudes simping, man. These dudes are clowns, man. Damn, they go a baddie right there. I'm gonna pay her. What happened to the players? Come on, y'all. Catch up.
That's why I say my podcast view for the game. The view from the game is different than from the lane. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different view. Everything that you went through, that you're looking at and create the game guy is different than the homeboy that you grew up with. He's sitting up here watching you on YouTube now.
Nah, that's a fact. That's deep. You went deep on that one.
Yeah, it's some real shit though.
You went deep on that one. Okay, let me get to these.
And see, y'all don't understand rings too. I be reading people. Y'all don't understand rings. He got one on his pointer finger and his pinky finger. If y'all haven't listened to Player Talk Radio and soaked up that game, you won't know what I'm talking about.
Questions now. This is gonna be the fun part. You know, this is questions from the crowd.
You would know rings on certain fingers mean things, and it's not by accident.
Oh, well, you kind of went through that. If you had any advice to the players, what would it be? You already broke that down. This is one of your famous. I don't know, man. I'll attribute this to you, but it might have been around before you. Purse first, ass last. You know, somebody wants you to break that down. You know, it's simple.
You want to get the money first before you give up the goods, because a trick can break bad on you. Give me my money, give me. Nigga, did you take my $100? That's right, little bitch. Ain't $100 worth of. Give me my money, man. I can't play that clip because I got copyrighted for. That's right, little bitch. Oh my God, never mind. Let this go.
ABCs to us, but
okay. Well, that came from my partner JD, the guy that gave me my first hoe. You know what I'm saying? He the first one I heard said purse first, ass last. And you know, we started off young. We had our first hoes at 16. So you know what I mean? You know, we didn't know what the difference was. First, ass last. So, you know, Jay would be like, yeah, man, it's first, ass last, man. Kid, we can't be fucking these hoes, right? I'm like, nigga, what you mean? They are.
Yeah, it means something different on the other side too. If you lace, make sure you about your money first before you start looking for pussy. Look, if you really laced and understand what's going on, a lot of those sayings are interchangeable. Because when it's not for the hoes, or even the tricks, you get hella game if you put the ism behind it. But all right.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? No, we can't be fucking him. You know what I'm saying? And he stood on that. And that was something that my first chapter, and JD was the first one that ever told me that. And I learned that at 16. So I ain't hear from no other pimp. I heard it from a nigga my age. My partner said it, and then ever since then, man, it's been purse first, ass last. If I'm gonna take a chance, I want my money in advance. If a bitch think I'm handsome, she gotta pay a pimp ransom. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, bitch, you know what I mean? Sock to my pocket like a rock, jug out the cock and put in the pimp sock. That's how, that's how I was, and that's how I would kick it every day. And it wasn't nothing personal. After a while, like, dude, let me tell you something. We all creatures of habit, right? So when you're young and you're a baby, right? You don't know how to walk, right?
Right.
So after you walk, it ain't no baby steps no more. It's subliminal.
Yeah.
It becomes habit. Yeah. When you eat with a fork, it's a habit. So we are creatures of habit. The ism is habit too. If you do it all the time the same way, it's gonna come out all the time. Just like you walk the same way, you eat the same way, you're gonna pimp the same way, you're gonna be a sucker the same way, you're gonna be a faggot bitch the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are creatures of habit. So make sure that you choose your habits well. That's why people who smoke crack, they creatures of habit. You can't beat the habit. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat the heroin. You can't beat the fentanyl. You can't beat that shit because those are
running the vices.
Habits.
In layman's terms, purse first, ass last is I need the money up front before we having any sex. And I mean, you can translate that to the square world. I need what I need. I need some requirements before we get to that.
In that case, that's what I mean. If I'm gonna take a chance, I gotta get my money in advance. I'm gonna fuck you, bitch. At least gotta get paid first.
You said some once. You said when you go through a drive-through, somebody asked you about
McDonald's.
They take the money first.
Yeah, you go to McDonald's and you order 2 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, pickle, and sesame seed. That's the Big Mac, right? Yeah. That's me, y'all. And you understand me? You go to McDonald's, they make you pay at window 1, but you don't get the Big Mac to window 2. That's purse first and ass last. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So when you think about it from that perspective, then think about it. Say, I ain't trying to measure some shit, but say if the bra like a 10-inch, right, penis, right, and you got a 4-inch penis, or she like a 4-inch penis, you got a 10-inch penis. If you let her try you before she buy you, then like BB King say, the thrill is gone. You see what I'm saying? So look, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get to see the package way after you pay for it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So pay for this package first, and then after what I'm saying, I got my ends and I turned them ends into dividends. Now, you understand me, you can see these trophies. Right. And by that time, you understand me, it don't make a difference if you got a 10 or 4-inch penis. You know what I'm saying? She hooked now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of times a woman will be in the game and she just want to see inside your household. And if you let her get inside your household for free, she gone.
But the real key to pimping, man, and to anything in life is keep them in the rear.
Man, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep them in the rear.
Because my bitches is like tail lights. They like back blinkers. They so far in the rear, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm checking in at least 20 or 30. At that point, it don't make a difference how I fuck, or nothing, whatever, she's so far in the rear.
Right here.
Now the bitch chasing her money.
Man, this is some big game because a lot of these dudes, they don't even understand the concept of keeping her in the rear. Because you know what a lot of these bras do? Every bit of dollar that she give you in her hair, she keeping counting. She trying to get every dollar. Oh, I need the nails done. I need the hair done. She trying to get every dollar back out of you.
A bitch gonna follow her money.
Yeah.
If you get the money, you keep her in the rear. She's very few bras lead the money.
Yeah.
But see, it's a trick to it. The trick to it is, you got to be able to restrain. So if you can restrain your penis, purse first, ass last, and you can restrain it for long periods of time, and if you got 5 or 6 bras, that should be easy. Because you understand.
But see, y'all got to stay like that. Because if you start like that, you got to stay like that. Because the moment you do that first and don't collect the purse, back out the window. The moment you break character, one time, it could be Christmas Day, it could be goddamn, you thinking that you celebrating a holiday, and the one moment that you break character, out of there. Got Fantastic. He up here debating a nigga with scuba gear. You gotta be in there like swimwear, y'all. Shout outs to my bro Streamyards For podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. Peace to the players. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on, I'm multitasking in the background. Give me 1 second.
That mean you can, these bras that got.
Shout outs to Royce. There he go. Real player in the building. He said, just explain the 90-day rule. Y'all, that's how women pimp squares, man. Pimp squares through the stratosphere. Shout outs to Royce J in the building.
A little time, man. You can spend a little time with them, and you can start the new bras out. You understand me? And make sure you understand they wait until it's time, for a nigga, you understand, do what need to do. But, by that time, they 30, 40, 50 in the rear. And when they get that far in the rear, it's hard for them to get out of gear. You know what I mean? They're going to stay in their rear. They ain't going to move and drive. They're not going to get in neutral. They're going to stay in the rear.
She ain't going to jump ship when she done invested $50,000 into the
gears.
situation.
Why she would change gears when she say I'm in the rear?
That's why a lot of times, man, as soon as you get the body done, as soon as you get her a big bag, big present, she gone. Because she ain't in the rears no more. She done caught up to you.
That's what my man Sauce Walker was talking about. He said that some dude did all that and the bra came back to him and said, "Daddy, look what I got." You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be, man, it's all about chess, man.
It's all about chess. And I wanted to speak on this because I know, of course, you're going to know about this. I mean, it's all about psychology. And that's psychology plays in every aspect of life. And you should really take the time to invest in your knowledge in psychology because everything you want is through another person. And, you got to use psychology to get what you want. But the book, Games People Play, you know about that. Eric Bernay.
Yeah, Eric Bernay.
Break that down because you seem big on psychology.
You talking about transactional analysis.
Some of y'all haven't even checked out the book. Never mind.
Exactly.
Okay, Dr. Eric Burns.
Yes.
So, I read that book when I was 18. I took this course called transactional analysis, and it's the different ego. What I liked about with Dr. Eric Burns, he's talking about the ego state. So you got the parent ego state, you got the adult ego state, and the child ego state.
Right.
Now, each one of these states, we all rotate from period to period. Like right now, you're interviewing me, so you in the parent ego state, and I'm in the adult ego state. I'm giving you adult answers. Yeah. But if I was being gang goofy,
this is also known as frame and frame control.
And laughing, that's going to my child ego state. Right. And sometimes, like when you're dealing with bras and you're giving them instructions, you know what I'm saying? You got to be the parent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes when a bra acting goofy, you got to sit there, and don't pay attention. You got to be an adult. And then sometimes, when
give the value,
things get a little too serious, you might have to go in your child ego state. Child ego state when you're playing, joking, being fun. Adult ego state when you're being serious. Parent state is when you basically giving advice. Parent. Yeah. So that's what he was saying. He said, but we all fall into these different categories and different relationships.
Yeah, I think that's big. I was given that book when I was young by a mentor, and it really helped me identify in those states and identify when the woman was in a certain state, so I knew what state to be in. And when she would be in certain states and I would fall into that state, I would be able to identify it and then say remain in my parent or my adult in that situation. So that's some heavy game right there. If you didn't know, you need to go check that book out.
Yeah, man. So that go back to what you was asking me earlier. What's different about Pimpin' King, you and the 5%? Because the 5% leaders are readers. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be, if you change your mentality, you can change your reality. If you change your aptitude, you can change your.
You don't like the interviewer, Ern?
So it's very important. It's very essential that we as leaders, because when you Islam, you lead the pack. You know what I mean? You lead the broad. So you got to make sure you understand the principles of leadership. You got to read Think and Grow Rich. You got to read Napoleon Hill. You got to understand, you got to read Dale Carnegie, you know what I'm saying, How to Win Friends, Influence People. These is just basic books that all millionaires and all powerful men read, dignitaries, 48 Laws of Power. Practically every leader in the world read that book, and we are leaders. Right. So if you want to run a good household, then you want to be able to, like even the broad I was telling you, right? The white broad, she used to sit down and she used to just take notes and just study the 48 Laws of Power. Yeah. And I have her studying all these books.
See, that's big. I used to do the same thing. Even now, like any woman that I have, she's reading books. I'm seeing where she's deficient and I'm giving her the tools, a certain book. If I see she's lacking in this area, mindset, positivity, I'm giving her the tools through these books and I'm making her study these things to become better, because you're only as strong as your weakest link. And if your woman is on your team, you only gonna go as far as smart she is. A lot of dudes, they come out here and they want to get the easy broad that was easy to get. She was easy to manipulate. But guess what? If she was easy to manipulate, it's gonna be easy for another man to manipulate.
Man, I had 200 words, all big words, right? When a bitch get out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? I'll write down 10 of those words. I tell a bitch to write them words 1,000 times and the definition. And then she have to learn them and master them until she master all those words. And then she'll thank me later. She like, damn, you leveled me up. And I thought you was being disciplinary. Right. No, what I'm doing is I'm educating you, like even, when somebody do wrong. What's wrong with you? You know better than that, you lawyer. You know better than that, you doctor. Right. You can criticize somebody with positive criticism. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be down on your broad. She ain't always gotta be a faggot, punk ass bitch, no good, dookie in the booty ass hoe.
Hey, I've read that in psychology. They've done enough studies. Positive reinforcement is actually better than negative reinforcement.
Yeah, you can, like I said, you can punish people with education. I make them learn something. You can punish people by making them learn something. And sometimes, if I really want to do something that was drastic, I'll make them hold the book up. I'll say, hold this book up. Or, I make them put their feet up and I hold their feet up. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's sometimes can be more traumatic than actually putting hands on them. That's why I used to say I don't put hands on them, I put plans on them. Because, I make a broad stand in the corner, hold about 4 or 5 books. Right. She said, Daddy, please. I said, what's that? Please, can I put the books down? Yeah, go ahead, baby, put them down. And then, if you put hands on them or beat them up, they're gonna be like Mike Tyson. Eventually, they're gonna be able to take a punch. You know what I'm saying? And now they don't care. You can hit them all. Now you gotta take them to the next level. Nick, you got to kill me. Now you got to pistol whoop them, and then it goes to levels. But when you put that book in their hand, that's something they never forget. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you tell them to stand up there 1 foot up in the air, man, they would rather, you stump them than to do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But there's some other level game. I should really tell.
Some other level game. I mean, but just when you just talking about, the reason that you were in the top 5% and the reason you see it in every area, in every arena of life is because you're the avid reader, the avid learner. If you want a woman to follow you, you got to be growing and evolving. She got to see that you going places. She ain't gonna let go of a lottery ticket. And when you go in places and you read and you invest in yourself, and you can't, I heard this from Dre, you can't transmit what you don't have. If you only got the street information, some of these dudes, they only got the streets. That's all they could transmit into the woman. You can't transmit what you don't have. And if you're trying to elevate your woman, it's going to be how elevated are you. You can't teach her something that you're not. So,
that's guerrilla pimping. Pimping is a non-contact sport. If you gotta take it to that level, you're doing something wrong. That's crazy.
The fact that you're really speaking on elevating yourself, and that's what I'm all about: personal development, growing, being your best self. Then you could attract the best and teach the best.
Yeah, and man, believing in God too. It ain't got to be Muhammad, Jesus, or Buddha. Them people, just believing in the higher intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Even if you the God, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, you still got to just thank yourself sometime, man. Thank something, man. Believe in something.
Right. Gratitude is big.
Yeah, man.
I feel that. Let me ask you a question, because I'm big on confidence. I'm big on, feeling like I'm a god in my household and my woman treat me like that. And a lot of people think it's crazy, but me being around people in the game, I saw that super confidence, you can call it arrogance, but because you felt so great about yourself, the people around you believed it and treated you the same way. So tell me what it is, because a lot of people, it's hard to teach that.
You know what's funny? Some people will sit back and listen to all this shit and be like, man, that's facts. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, the game, blah, blah, blah. And then some people will be like, Cuda, I don't see why you got a problem with what Super Sly was doing. Now do y'all kind of see why I had a problem with what Super Sly was doing? Y'all kind of with the criticism. A lot of people was glazing. Even Sly was like, okay, yeah, I see where you have a problem with it. And I'm like, hey, whatever. All right, everybody got everything in the world to say about it, but don't understand it. So let's get it.
Maybe just because I was around people like you.
Yes, again.
You know, I was able to see that, and I just thought that was normal to feel like I'm a guy.
You can't teach the square.
I did my woman treat me like a guy. How would you talk to these squares out here, or these regular people out here who can't feel like that? They don't want to walk around like, they don't know how to walk around like that. They can't get their woman to treat them like a guy. Where should they start?
I seen the crazy shit happen when I was about 8 years old. And my mom was like, I got to go to church. And I can't see my pastor name because he's still living. But, you know, my mom was pastor. So and my daddy looked at it and said, Mama, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you all thinking about this nigga? You know, Pops is acting crazy. He said, that nigga ain't your God. I'm your God. I'm listening, right? And I say that because my daddy's my hero, right? So I learned a valuable lesson that, you know, I mean, you know, I know a lot of people might think, you know, I would, if TD Jakes, I'm cutting that nigga off. When I was pimping, I ain't playing no Farrakhan, no TD Jakes, nothing, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Keep this game right here. This heavy. No, what you're saying.
I'm serious, man. I didn't let them, Dr. Sebi, all that shit, man. That shit would fuck up a nigga household. Hey. And when you pimping, man, you is the God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the way you know, my daddy didn't even allow, you know, he didn't want my mama to get too close to the preacher because she was starting to not pay attention to him, and she was putting his priorities over my father's priority. My father stopped that shit in the track. And so she stopped acting like that. Like, I got to go do this for the pastor. I got to do this and this, that, other. He put a halt to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so, you know, I said, damn. You know, I used my mama as an example. I said, man, you know, I hope God don't strike me down for this one day. But, you know, I didn't allow no, you know, I mean, like.
Yeah, Ern, I emailed, if you could tell Nimans to check his email, I got to reach out to him on Instagram. If you run into Nee, if you could tell him if he could send me his book, because I think he tried to email it to me, but it didn't have anything in it. So if you catch him before I do, if you could let him know if he can email me the PDF file of his book, and I got him. Yeah, I read Ken's book back in the day, the 48 Laws. You know, really good book. And you saw what happened with Prince Stella, y'all. Y'all saw what happened with Prince Stella. Prince Stella read his book and got real motivated. Start trying to be a madame and shit.
Like you said, Drake can't be on my TV back in the day.
I say it all the time. Why you listen to all these pimp music in the car with your broad? You letting him lace your broad. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man. That's where the God concept come from, right? Because if you ain't her God, somebody else gonna be a God. That's what I was trying to say.
Facts. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't her God,
my daddy said, no, Pastor so-and-so ain't your God. I'm your God. If it's a man of God, then I'm that God. I'm the God. Right. I'm him.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's them. And that's how my father believed. And he stood on that shit. And even though I was young, I picked up on it and it helped me. You know, and every time, man, I'm telling you, man, and the broad I'm about to say this, my mama
might put that joint in the Discord. I can get Ken's book and put it in the Discord if y'all want it.
I listened to. So this one broad, man, you know, my mama Christian, right? So I let her go talk to mama, right? I said, go ahead, go talk to mom. Man, my mama damn near knocked me. She converted the bra, right? So I never let her talk to my mama. Let one of my prostitutes talk to my mama no more. Cause my mama, you know what I'm saying, she was trying to get them a new guy.
Right.
Look, y'all need to get saved. Y'all need to get off the streets. You know, God don't like ugly. This is not right. You know, y'all sleep with all these different men. And you know, my mama don't know better. She don't know, mama, this is how we eating around here. You know, this is how I'm getting all this luxury stuff. This is how your son doing so well. But she didn't know no better. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, and this broad, man, literally got flipped. And you know, I knew it because we were riding, and she said, I was thinking about what your mom said. Listen, man. Hey, hold on, man. Listen, man. We ain't gonna play this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen here, man. Mama running game. You know what I'm saying? She just running game. You know what I'm saying? She just trying to see how tight she is on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was fast go with the pivot, man. I'd make up some shit. I switch that shit around so quick back in the day. But, you know, I ended up keeping her for about another 7 years. I broke on her, but, you know, hey, man.
That's funny. All right, I got a couple more questions for you.
Oh, hold on. Y'all telling me to drop the book. Oh, y'all want the game. Y'all telling me to drop the book. If I drop this book, y'all better read this book. Support the show. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go fetch that for y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can go get it real quick. 1 second.
Let's see here.
Y'all getting laced, huh? Y'all want that book, huh? Damn, I gotta read this. He said, what? Oh, y'all interested in the game? All right. Can't get mad at you.
And we already got into that one. Let me see. If you could do it all over again, would you choose the game?
Hell yeah.
Say hell yeah.
Pimp, I made millions. I went platinum off of pussy. You know what I'm saying? Man, everything. I was just in the Diamond District today. I'm looking at all that dress. It's not a piece of shit in here that I ain't had something or similar to. I said, you know, all these cars I ride past, I had all this shit. It ain't often I speak of love, but I speak of love is pimping I'm speaking of. Pimping got me here, man. Pimping kept me here. I ain't break on bitches no more, man, but I mashing on book like they some real live motherfucking hoes, man. Right. That pimpology, that's my bitch.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Pimping taught me a lot, man. Pimping taught me how United States, man, what motherfucker you know tell you to break yourself every April 15th and you break yourself? Other than Uncle Sam.
Nah, that's a fact.
And then you understand me, here it is, these motherfuckers gave away $98 billion, pimp. Look at me when I talked to you one time. $98 billion to who? To Ukraine and Israel.
Yeah.
It's niggas right here in fucking Miami, broken, busted, and disgusted. They gave these niggas 1 penny.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it's our tax dollars.
Yeah.
Who pimping?
You know what I'm saying?
Who pimping?
That's really big game right there.
No, seriously, who pimping, pimp?
Yeah, that's the biggest game.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So when motherfuckers talk about this on the corner pimp shit, this fake ass shit, man, they got to look at the real, man. It's real shit goes on some real level shit.
Nah, that's what I said.
You know what I mean? Y'all talk about deception. Man, did Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction? Yes or no? Hell fucking no. But did the government tell us he did? Yeah. Hell yeah. Didn't they tell us afterward that it was a mistake?
Yeah, that's big game right there.
But if we tell a bitch, hey, look here, bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take you to the moon, bitch. I'm going to let you jump in the air and you're going to stay there for 2 minutes, bitch. You ain't going to hit the ground. Hey, man, that's deception. We manipulate the whole. We're getting charged with human trafficking. So, man, you know, I mean, it's like a nigga just got to understand how to pimp. In every situation, there's a pimp and a hoe. Either you the pimp or you the hoe. The key to the game is just keep being the pimping.
And
you know what I'm saying? PIMP, put it in my motherfucking pocket. You understand me? And I'm
like a goddamn rocket. I got the book, y'all. Oh yeah, I got the book. I got the book right here. Crystal clear. Yeah, I got the book already. All right. Let me see what I'm gonna do with it. Give me 1 second.
It'll make a difference whether it's real estate, whether it's a hotel or hotels.
Yeah.
I'm talking about hotel. a bitch's tail. You know what I'm saying? It's still pimping. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you understand me, getting a profit, a return, or ROI on your game, then you're winning, Jack. You understand me? And that's what the whole game is about. It ain't about, the flashy cars, the jewelry, none of that, man. It's about winning, man. And that's why my book is called Study Gotta Win, and win with grace.
Right.
Homie, when I win for smile. When I lose, I go out the same motherfucking style.
Right.
You ain't gonna never hear me crying. Hey man, I accept this shit for what it is, homie. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no difference to me. You know what I'm saying? When them niggas rob me in DC, I charge it to the gang.
Got to.
Yeah, I heard about that story.
I said, man, I charge the gang because you understand them bitches got it right back up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, man, woo. I said, man, listen here, man. One game pay another game, man. Hey, man, every time a nigga rob me, guess what he do? He go buy some pussy from another pimp. And what that pimp do, he go buy a powder or some work or some blues or whatever they doing now, pills or something or some weed from a drug dealer. The drug dealer go to the club and make it rain. One game pay. We need this game. We need robbers. We need killers. We need hoes. We need pimps. We need everybody to make this game the game. Otherwise, we ain't got no game. But if you're going to play the game, know the motherfucking rules.
Man, say it again.
The only way you win is know the fucking rules, and that's why I win, and win again. Ice-T said, Ken, I don't worry about you winning because you already won. And if you're not a win, you can win again.
Right.
And you understand me? And I listened to him, and when we was doing the deal, and we getting 6 figures, we up here in CBS, and it's my man, I met this nigga at a pimp ball, and we sit up here, all these white folks around us, and we finna get this 6 figures, and these folks finna give us a major check, and we finna eat this bag. I'm like, man, I'm looking at Ice-T, I said, nigga, look at us. Ice-T said, man, I like my friends. I like my friends better when I can get a bag with them.
Man, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. The movie I was just telling you about, me and Ice-T, he told me, he said, Ken, you ain't got to give me a dime. He said, let's do this shit. We're going to cut the bread later.
That's big.
So he said, we're going to cut the bread later. The man gave me access to everything. We shot the movie. I had my camera crew
Let them
come
know
out.
what's the movie called.
It's called The Making of Autobiography of Celebrity. And basically what it is, it's about the making of Ice-T book. We got the making of Boosie book. We got the make.
Nah, see, the thing for it, though, the whole riddle thing is that when somebody got something that's confidence, when you know what it's for. The whole thing about the whole riddle thing is that when nobody got an answer, but somebody got an answer, and they can make it rhyme, or they could put it together real slick. You don't got another slick comeback for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you incorporate that into what you got going on, that should be working, All right, let's get it.
Making the Rick Ross book, we got the making of my book, and we also got Pimp C Part 2, The Best of Both Worlds. So basically, I'm a filmmaker, literary agent, author. I do a whole host of things, but more than anything, though, brother.
Yeah, I got the book. I'm about to drop it in the Discord once I get up out of here. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Game God, as I try to
he campaigning,
be an example for young people like yourself. Man.
All right, there's some shout outs to you, player. Stay up, all right?
Said pimps don't die, we multiply. You know what I'm saying? My thing, brother, Gang God, is this. When I was young, they told me, they said, Ken, we're gonna pimp or die. I said, nigga, I don't wanna die. I said, nigga, I'm a pimp and multiply.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when niggas was out there losing their hoes and losing their hair and teeth at the same time, man, I was out there, making movies. I was out there, negotiating with record labels. Yeah. I was out there negotiating with movie theaters. I was changing the game. So evolving. Rollo the Pimp Rooster, Goldie, Liquid Cash, all the players that's out here that's doing positive things in the game, they can come behind me and do it way bigger than me. Yeah, I want y'all to do it way bigger than me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it like me. You can just do it better than me.
Yeah, you definitely paving the way.
And because I lived in a different time. Back in my time, nigga, we didn't have smartphones. We had typewriters. Yeah. So y'all niggas got smartphones. Dumb niggas with smartphones. You see what I'm saying? So that's a big ass difference. Yeah. So y'all niggas got the internet. We didn't have the internet back then. You know what I'm saying? Me, so y'all niggas. You
was a pioneer from changing the game like that.
Yeah, I did on every record. I said www.pimpakid.net. So I had a website that was 20-something years ago. Yeah. Now think about that. All these niggas, I was going viral.
Yeah. Before they even knew what viral was.
The first album I did was in 2000. You know what that was? Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, Jermaine Dupri.
And it says www.pimpakid.com. It was in .net. I changed it to .net when I went to Lil Jon. That was in 2003. That was 21 years ago. So I've been doing this internet shit for 24. I've had websites for 24 years. Yeah. And I've been knowing about computers since 90. I learned how to write code in 90. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me in prison. Think about that.
Man, if they don't take nothing from this, man, they got to see that you're an avid reader. You work on yourself, you evolve, you change, you expand.
And I love myself too.
Man, that's
you gotta love yourself.
Man, that's big. Man, say that to the camera right there.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love me. If you don't control yourself, you can't control others. It starts with self.
That's some game.
You know what I'm saying? Me, self-confidence. And when Michael Jordan shoot that ball, he don't think he can make it. He know he can make it. And that's the difference between people that I can and I can't people. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I can, some people say I can't. You know, some can, some can't. Some will, some ain't. Different strokes for different folks. Some like Pepsi, some like Coke. But I could tell you, hey man, to each his reach. You know, so in life, you know, you just got to just have that supreme confidence. And let me tell you something, man. All y'all must understand this. The greatest thing in life is faith. Faith is me sitting on this chair and not thinking this motherfucker gonna cave in. I got so much faith that I sit in this motherfucking chair, this motherfucker hold me up. But you ain't got faith in your goddamn self. You got more faith in a fucking chair than you do in yourself.
Ooh, that's heavy.
You got faith that when you hit the motherfucking brakes, the motherfucking car gonna stop. But you ain't got faith in yourself. So faith is the things that I hope for, but not the things that the things that's not saying, but the things that I hope for. So the Bible says have faith that of a mustard seed. That's really small. This much faith can get you, you know, man, I just say something gonna happen, it happens.
Right. Man, that's some heavy game right there. Before we wrap this up, man, just say a couple words, man, because, you know, I'm always about, you know, personal development, man, and you dropped a lot of gems in here, man. So leave the people with some of the biggest things that you feel like, you know, made you who you are and can make somebody who they want to be.
Well, the first thing is, you know, I read Think and Grow Rich. Beautiful. And Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind believes and conceive, the mind can achieve. You know, I also believe that what we go through, we grow through. In life, you're going to have a major fall through before you have a major breakthrough. So basically what that means, most people reach the lowest of depths before they reach the highest of heights.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to go low before you go high. But guess what? When you're low and you're on the ground, ain't nowhere to go but up. And when you fall, make sure you fall on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. You know, these just basic things that, you know, and people that betray you, you know, don't trip on people. You know what I'm saying? People start at your feet, they end up at your throat. You know, but that's common though. You know, people feign friendship. Most of your friends become frenemies. You know what I'm saying? They just act like they with you, but anytime somebody praise you a lot, they really envious of you. If they talk about you too much, if it's too overkill, it's profusely praising you, they really plotting on you. So remember that, where there's the least appearance of evil,
I know that's
expect
like
the greatest amount of danger. Whoever could do you good can also do you harm. Whoever could do you good could also do you harm. And establish principles and forever live accordingly. That's very important. You know, do what you say you're gonna do. I was telling Goldie, I said, you know, in the alphabet you got A, B, C, D. You're gonna spell cat, C-A-T, you're gonna spell dog, D-O-G every time, because those characters never change. And those characters represent principles. Those are principles of the alphabets. From A to Z, those principles stay the same. And that's what you got to have. You got to be like alphabets, you got to be principles. And the numbers the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 is not a number.
Right.
10 ain't nothing, but the 0 is nothing. But once you get to 0, you got to go get the character 1. Right. So the 0 is a part of the character building.
Zero is a concept more than it is a 0 is a concept more than it is a number, but it is Very important.
So you go to 10 to 100 to 1,000 to a million to a trillion, a billion, whatever you want to go through. But that's character building. So you could even build on your character, you know, by adding decimals or adding zeros to your character, right? You know what I'm saying? So when somebody say you 100, a lot of y'all say y'all 100, but y'all really 75. Yeah, so you're not 100, you know, because you ain't gonna tell your bra her breath stink. You ain't gonna tell her she getting too fat. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna tell your guy, you know, hey man, you need some Viagra. You ain't gonna say these things. That's keeping it 100. We keep it 75. But if somebody keeping it 50, you need to run for the hills. I give you 25%, but I ain't gonna give you no 50%. 50% is overkill. So make sure, you know, when you're dealing with somebody, give them 25%. So when they say they 100, just say, yeah, they really 75. You know what I'm saying? So the fake shit don't come until you get to the 50% range, you know? So just remember that, you know? And like I said, me and Goldie was talking about a whole host of things, and, you know, that's just, you know, that's just some life advice. Oh yeah, real wealth is built through saving and investing. Save at least 10% of your income on a weekly basis, and then invest it. S&Ps, whatever, you know, just go find you some stock, you know, get you some Bitcoin, get you something, you know, invest in some property. And property is very cumulative, you know, it's compound. You know, property, it you know, in some areas that I used to live at 20 years ago, the house was $1,000, $10,000, now they 100, 200,000, you know? So that's the quickest way to get rich is through real estate, because real estate is the realest shit.
That's a fact. Man, you done dropped so much game on here, man. They damn near need to pay for this interview because they're going to pick up so much, but we're going to give it to them for free.
Well, if they like it, share it,
like
and,
it, share
hit the notification button.
Man,
they're gonna get you some money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, if y'all get them views up, share the video, show everybody this video, y'all gonna help Goldie, you know, get richer than what he already is.
You know, and I appreciate you coming on here, and I just wanted to leave with a couple words, man, because you were talking about some heavy things, but what I really took away from this, man, is appearance, man. You got to look like...
Now, you said the S&P, too. You threw out the S&P.
Like $1 million if you want to ask for $1 million.
There's like 2-3 different S&Ps, though.
Whether it's from the broad or whether it's from the corporate suites, you know, and trying to making deals happen, man. He's looking like $1 million every, even right now, you know what I'm saying? He outdoing me right now, you know what I'm saying? So
nah. Hey, you talking shit, yeah.
You got appearances, everything. Stand on your principles, stand on your morals, have high expectations, qualify the women and the men and the people that you have around you. You know, it's all about standards.
You got to be a Cardi man, not a Cardi fan. You got to be a Cardi man, not a Cardi fan.
The Cardis
man.
He got on.
Yeah, these the Cardis, man. These the ones that Rick Ross got. You dig? Hey,
now them the Chrome Hearts,
man. Oh yeah, y'all hit me up at realpimpken_. You want to buy my books? Go to audible.com. Type in the name Pimpin' Ken. You get my books. If you want to check out my podcast and check out my man episode coming up called View from the Gang, go to Pimpin' Ken Podcast. Just type that up in YouTube, all caps. And man, I'm gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't got to watch the TV. I watch you walking past.
You know, and that's all on Don't Hate the Player.
Learn the game.
Straight up.
All right, man. Shout outs to both of those players. All right. What time is it? Late at night. Where I'm at, 1:48 a.m. Oh, snap. Okay, I gotta check you out, Toya. Toya got them locks. Them locks already locked. You know what I'm saying? They about to, you know, make sure you have endless fun with them. I have to catch up on your last live streams. You dig? And now I got to get back to studying, y'all. I definitely got to get back to studying. You know what I'm saying? This just motivated me to jump deep into my studies, y'all. So listen, man. Thank you, Devin D, for definitely. You said loads of fun, yeah. I gotta catch up on your last couple of stuff, so I'm a little bit behind, y'all. Shout outs to Devin D for dropping the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button and supporting the show. Thank you, Evo Sosa, for sponsoring today's show. Shout outs to everybody in the building. We're gonna do the video. We're gonna do the show where we just go over the sniper, man. That sniper, he did a whole 6-hour joint. So we probably gonna do another marathon show and chop it up on the military side of the game. And listen, don't ever say I never did nothing for y'all. All right. As promised, I'm going to be dropping Pimpin' Ken's book in the Discord, because I didn't get to drop a book in the Discord for the month of July. And that's crazy that y'all will read that book over all the other books that I put in the damn Discord about women. Y'all, that book is not even about women, which is funny as hell. But I mean, it got a lot of stories in there. But hey, it's funny that y'all will read that book, but y'all ain't reading the Hermanzi, y'all ain't reading the Ramit Steady. I put a whole bunch of gems. I put straight up gems. I put straight up gems in the Discord. Y'all just let that shit go, man. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. But I'll drop this book in the Discord. I appreciate everybody here. It's Player Talk Radio. We out. Peace.
I hope you don't think that you're going to get any of this cookie.
Now you can hit the sheets of the streets. It don't make me no never mind. Now that's your bag, baby. You can go or you could come. Can you dig it?
So what do a nigga like me do who hate gang members? It's my dream to put a nigga in jail. Some niggas wake up and on Friday nights they going to the club to knock a nigga out. They pride theyself in whooping niggas. It's some niggas wake up on Saturday, get dressed, they plan on fucking plenty hoes that night. I want to put niggas in jail. I want to put the gangster niggas in jail.
I like to make music that moves people.
Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe, let me see them.
My nigga, don't put me on camera, bro.
Nah, you good, you good.
1,500 Asian lady did them.
At the dentist?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you gotta go back, fool. Did they fucking, what did they do?
They gonna file them down, but you know what I'm saying?
They put them over your regular teeth?
Nah, they took my teeth out and they gotta file them, fool.
Nah, fam. Nah, bro, you gotta
really
go back.
hot-siding them, you hot-siding them.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. The bitch is big, bro. You ain't seen yourself? Bro, I'm just saying, bro.
I think it's kinda strange how you let yourself get caught up from a little attention. I try to make you feel secure. I don't give you no reason to even question. Yeah, some guys they got eyes, but I always do you right. So nothing more that I can say to convince you that I ain't the one that's entertaining none of these dudes. But I can't help it if they say you should be happy you got a baddie. Treat me like a trophy and be grateful that you chose me. Beautiful fake, thinking away. In first place, you know what comes with a girl like me. So let's be clear, are you here? Cause I'm all yours. I am a loyal girl. You're the only one in my world. See, I don't gotta lie. And you gotta tell me right that you're the only guy all along and I ain't wrong. If you wanna stay, get it out of the way. If you love me, get up, if you love me.